Fairy tales are more than true. Not because they tell us dreams exist, but because dreams can be achieved too. Tuba Hassan had a dream start to her career, wrecking the Sri Lankan middle order, along the way claiming best figures by a Pakistani woman on debut.
And that's straight away, wicket!
But momentum shifted its focus and Sri Lankan spinners jolted Pakistan in the chase too, leaving the home side to retreat into a shell.
फिर बड़ी विकेट हासिल हुई है श्रीलंका को मुनीब आउट.
A situation tailor-made for the playmaker Nida Dar, who came searching for runs and boundaries, anchoring her side to victory.
Down the ground, big slog. Will it clear the boundary? Yes, it does. Boom, boom, Lala, female version. That worked.
Pressure is on the visitors in the second fixture of 3. Will Pakistan secure the series today, or is Sri Lanka aiming for a change in fortunes?
Cricket club for the second T20I between Pakistan and Sri Lankan women. We are here in Southend. It's a breezy afternoon here in Karachi that will make life a little easier for these girls. Well, as far as today's match is concerned, it's a must-win game for Sri Lanka women as they want to have their hopes alive to win this series. I've got my guest alongside me, Shah Faisal. Shah Faisal, talking about the first match first. It was a comprehensive win for Pakistan thanks to the brilliance of the debutant Tuba Hassan and in the end crucial runs by Nida Dar. Talking about the match, Sri Lanka did win the game, win the toss, batted first, but 25 runs short maybe?
Yeah, probably. They were banking a lot on their skipper Rathapathu. She departed early, and that score of 106 runs wasn't enough on that pitch. Although it was very slow and hard to bat on, but still 106 was way too small for the batters, for the Pakistani batters. And as it proved, they had a little stutter to begin with, but then that partnership from Nida Dar, really Pakistan needed a victory under their belt, and it was indeed comprehensive.
Absolutely. Let's have a look at the scorecard from the last game. Sri Lanka won the toss, batted first, 107 is all they could manage. Let's have a look at that.
Yeah, 106 for 8. They never kept going. I mean, though they lost the 2 wickets early, that partnership for the 3rd wicket gave them some hope. But from 51 for 2, they were quickly 76 for 6 or 7 rather, and that really killed the life out of that innings, and they could never recover from that. And when it came to Pakistan's chase, like I said, they had an early stutter. 3 wickets went down, but then Nida Dar and that partnership with skipper Bisma Maroof really settled the game for Pakistan. Bisma did lose her wicket towards the end. She would have liked to finish the game off, but that was enough. But the tone was set by Tuba Hassan, the debutant, with her wickets. She was sensational.
Absolutely, that's what I wanted to talk about. Some hope for Pakistan in spin department, as we saw young Tuba Hassan bowling a magical spell, taking 3 wickets for just 8 runs on her debut. What is so special about her, in your opinion?
Well, first thing first, her temperament, because her debut, she must have been very nervous, like anyone would be. But she started off very, very nicely. I remember her first delivery. It was an excellent flighted delivery. It had loop, a little bit of drift as well, and it landed on an excellent length. And that early wicket on her second delivery really helped her gain in confidence. But the really standout things about her was she's got a very strong action. She really attacks the crease, and she's very, 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 very strong. And that pivot of her left leg, it really gives her the base to give it a good rip. And we saw she turned the ball. She had a little bit of drift as well, and really kept the batters in check. But her length was very impressive.
Well, yes, while all the focus were on Tuba Hassan, we all almost forgot how crucial Nida Dar's performance was in the first game. She spoke to Marina Iqbal a while ago. Let's see what she has to say. Yeah, Marina will be talking about her runs. Almost, she came at a point when an inning was needed by her. What do you have to say about her?
Yeah, that was a crucial time in the game when she came, and she forged a very good partnership with Bisma. because Pakistan had lost 3 early wickets. And like I said, run scoring was difficult, especially against the slower bowlers. And don't forget, Sri Lanka has a very formidable spin attack. So that experience, that calmness in the middle was needed, and Nida Dar provided that. And also, when she got her eye in, she was really looking to push the scoring along. She didn't take any pressure. She was almost batting at a run a ball after her first 7 or 8 deliveries. So that really helped Bisma as well to keep going in a good win, and the innings had a good flow. That's why I said Nida Dar's runs were very crucial. She did the right thing. She saw the chase through, and skipper Bisma would be a little disappointed that she lost her wicket just before the winning target was achieved. But definitely that kind of experience and calmness was needed at the time, which Nida showed.
Absolutely, Nida did show that calmness that was needed at that point. She was earlier talking to Marina Iqbal. Let's see what she has to say.
गुजरावाला शहर वैसे तो बहुत सारी चीज़ों के लिए मशहूर है, लेकिन जब मेरे माइंड में ये नाम आता है तो 2 चीज़ें आती है, एक वहाँ के चिड़े और एक लेडी बूम बूम। निदा डार आज हमारे साथ मौजूद है। निदा मेरे साथ पंजाब यूनिवर्सिटी में एज अ फास्ट बॉलर अटैक करने से लेकर आज 108 विकेटें एज अ स्पिनर लेने तक, इस सफ़र में क्या एक चीज़ कंसिस्टेंट रही?
आई गेस लव एंड पैशन फॉर द गेम। और मेरा ख्याल है कि जब हमने स्टार्ट किया था तब बहुत कम लड़कियां थी क्रिकेट की तरफ, लेकिन क्योंकि फैमिली की तरफ से इतना ज़्यादा कॉन्फिडेंस मिला हुआ था कि, और लव जो मैं देखती थी क्रिकेट के लिए, वो मेरा ख्याल है इतना इनहेरिट था मेरे अंदर कि मुझे अब तक ये लगता है कि शायद वही पहले वाले दिन ही चल रहे, और मैं बहुत इंजॉय करती हूँ जब भी इस गेम को खेलती हूँ।
अब काफ़ी इस्टेब्लिश प्लेयर हो चुके हो, अगर मैं पूछूं अगले कुछ आने वाले सालों में निदा डार अपने आप को कहाँ देखती है तो क्या जवाब होगा?
मेरा पहला गोल तो ये है कि पाकिस्तान की तरफ से नंबर 1 ऑलराउंडर बनूं इन द वर्ल्ड भी, और मेरा गोल ये है कि मैं जब भी ख़त्म करूं इंशाल्लाह ताला मेरे स्टार्ट्स इतने अच्छे हों, मेरी एवरेज इतनी अच्छी हो कि आने वाले जितने भी लोग हैं वो हमेशा मेरा नाम लें बैटिंग को लेके और बॉलिंग को लेके।
निदा डार या लेडी लाला, कौन सा टैग ज़्यादा पसंद है?
लेडी लाला इस वजह से कि मेरी इंस्पिरेशन शायद अफरीदी थे और मुझे ये नाम बहुत अच्छा लगता है, लेकिन आई वांट टू बी रिमेंबर एज अ निदा डार, और क्योंकि मेरी अपनी एक पहचान भी है तो मैं यही चाहती हूँ कि निदा डार के नाम से लोग नाम लिया जाए।
थैंक यू सो मच, ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर टुडेज गेम।
Yeah, such a wonderful character of the game, Nida Dar. She wants to be remembered as number 1 all-round cricketer for Pakistan women cricket. She has the potential of that.
Yeah, absolutely. She's a character, like we were discussing in commentary yesterday. Yeah. And these kind of characters are needed in men's game, in women's game as well. And you see her body language, she's bubbly, she's bright, and she's always in with a chat. She's never short of a word. So she enjoys her cricket, and it shows. And that is really important for any youngsters, aspiring youngsters, to follow and watch a role model like her and to back it up with the performances like she did yesterday. And she's done it over the years. So she is really one of those characters in Pakistan women's cricket right now that any youngster will be looking up to. So she's really very important, not only in terms of her performances, but also in terms of her presence on the field. And it was very good to see her playing that match-winning knock yesterday.
Absolutely. She did love bowling on the surface in the last game. Let's see what today's surface makes up for you. My friend Shah Faisal was there earlier.
Another hot afternoon in Karachi, but today the breeze is a little cooler, which will make comfort for the players. We're using a completely brand new surface for this second T20I, and it looks pretty much similar in looks. It's dry, there is no grass whatsoever, and it looks like a bit of a darker tinge than the previous one. If I look closely, there's some cracks here, and it's pretty dry, like I said, but it's very firm. And if you look closely, it's darker in tinge, which means that it will have a little bit of more pace and bounce, and the ball will come on a bit better than the previous game. So we may see some more runs. But once again, spinners will be in play later on in the game.
Spinners would be in play in the second inning is what Shah Faisal thinks about this pitch. Let's see what the captains decide. They're with Marina Iqbal.
It's a breezy, sunny afternoon out in the middle, and we are all set for the second T20 internationals. I've got the captains with me, Chamari Atapattu and Bisma Maroof, along with them, Sir Ali Naqvi, who will be officiating this match. Bisma, you have the coin? Heads is the call.
And that's heads.
And heads it is.
We are going bat first.
Shamari, yesterday you got out early. Do you think the reliance on you from the team is too much?
Yeah, because last couple of games, all the team relies on me in the batting side. But we have good batters, young batting lineup, so we need some exposure for them because they're very young players and they want experience. So this is a good opportunity for us for improve them. And next month we have Commonwealth Games. So
and how much total are you looking on the surface?
I think it's good in for bat, but sometimes the ball is coming a bit low the last game, so we have to prepare that area. Yeah.
Any changes in the side?
No, same team.
All the best. Thank you. Misma, brilliant performance from the spinners yesterday. Which area do you think you need to work on a little bit more?
I think we can be more lethal in the fielding as well, and I think the top order in the power play we can be better.
And in batting, talking about you have potential where you can score big, but what approach do you talk about with the batters?
I think especially in the power play we need to utilize it, and we like to see the top three batters to go from the very first ball and give us a good start.
Any changes in the team?
No, same side.
All the best. Thank you. News from the centre is that Sri Lanka has won the toss and they have decided to bat first.
Yes, no surprises there. Sri Lankan captain Shamari Adapadu winning the toss and batting first on this dry pitch. Let's have a look at both the sides. Sri Lankan side, Shamari Adapadu, Hasina Pereira, unchanged side. Harisha Samara Vikrama also into the side. Nilashka De Silva, Anushka Sinjamani, Kavishka Dilhari, Amma Kanchana, Shadirana Singh, Inoka Ranavira, Sugandha Kumari, Achi Nicola Saria. Very formidable Sri Lankan side. Shah Faisal talking about Pakistan side.
Pakistan unchanged, and they're giving another go to the youngster Gulfaroza, who got a good one yesterday. But it's pretty settled lineup, and they've decided still to keep Diana Baig away from action, give her some rest. Very good balanced all-round side, and the bowling lineup is also very balanced with the three spinners in the middle, and Tuba once again will be the one to keep an eye on today.
Absolutely, two very good sides head-to-head here in South End Cricket Club. Let's take a break here. When we come back, we'll have a live action ready for you.
Welcome and hello to South End Club Karachi. It's a lovely afternoon, sunny, hot, but breezy as well. We're all set for the second T20 internationals of Transgroup Women's T20 series between Pakistan and Sri Lanka. Sri Lankan Lionesses are one down in this series. They'll be looking to make a comeback. The umpires are ready to set and take the field. I've got Leena Moin alongside me. Welcome, Leena.
Thank you, Marina. A very good afternoon to everyone watching throughout the world. Very exciting prospect. Sri Lanka looking to equalize in the series, and Pakistan would be looking to make it 2-0.
The two teams here, Sri Lanka unchanged. They're trying to give it a go another time. We've got Chamari Atapattu, highly dependent on that team. We've got decent Nilaksha De Silva as well, Inoka, Amnat, Amma. There are some senior outers out there, but they have to perform as well.
And the Pakistan team, Muniba, the wicketkeeper, opening the batting. Then Gul Firoza, who's just one match old. Iram Bisma, the captain. Nidadar, exciting Nidadar. Then Alia Riaz. And then the rest to follow.
The two usual openers, they will again be looking to score big. It's not that easy to score on this surface. Hasini Pereira got a decent strike rate there, average. Yes, they should like to improve it, but plenty of experience, 43 matches. Senior campaigner, and alongside her is the one who can take the ballers apart, Chamari Atapattu. We all know the reputation she holds. Once she gets going, the opposition is in trouble. The numbers speaks for itself. Have a look at that strike rate. 91 T20 internationals, 113. Recently scored 54-ball century in a franchise cricket.
As you said, very exciting Atapattu. And the two left-handers on the crease. I would have thought if they had a left-right combination, that could have bordered the fielding side. Left-right, always difficult, Marina.
The hunter, Anam Amin, with the ball. Faisal Afridi just checking the usual proceedings. Got a slip in, a deep mid-wicket, probably a cow corner. Everyone inside the circle. Here we go. Tossed up nicely, no run there. The Sri Lankans would love to utilize the power play this time.
It's extremely important to get runs in the power play. The more runs you get, the more pressure you can put.
Down the track, driven but straight to the fielder. Early signs of aggressions, that's exactly what Sri Lanka needs.
Also the singles and doubles, Marina, are very important in the power play, because not every ball can be hit for a 4 or a 6. Therefore, it's very important.
No run there. They'll be looking to get off the mark. They know how crucial the spinners of Pakistani team are. You cannot allow them to dominate.
Sri Lanka yet to score. And now they get the first run. Off the mark, Sri Lanka.
Just being very careful against Anam Amin. In the last match, they were 29, 2 down in the first 6. Well, that equation isn't that suitable if you take in contest with the T20 match.
It's the captain who's going to be taking strike now. Lots of hopes and aspirations from her. Pressure on her. She is, their main player, their main batter. Lots of runs behind her, but lots of pressure also. She didn't get many runs last match. Therefore, she must be looking to get runs here.
Just trying to cut it outside off stump. Anam Amin got the both openers in the first game, and they all know how crucial this wicket is. Have a look at that.
Yeah, she was going for that cut shot, didn't move her feet, therefore didn't get the connection. Nicely bowled away from the batsman. trying to tempt the batsman, the batter. Let's see what happens now.
Again, being very cautious. Just one coming off the first over. Sri Lanka after one for no loss. Mama Roof, the captain. Got Fatma Sana now in the attack. Brilliant prospect. Many eyes on her around the globe. She's a one performer, a fighter. Loves to deliver with bat, with ball, and even in the field. These are the sort of youngsters you want in your side.
Yeah, very, very exciting prospect for Pakistan. Emerging player, ICC emerging player. Lots of... there is a weight of expectation on her shoulders now because she is, everyone knows her now. She's become famous. She's still young, improving.
Just dragging down the leg. Oh, confusion in the middle. Everything is safe for Sri Lanka. For a moment we thought we might have a run out.
I think Sri Lanka will have to take initiative in their hands today. This is the power play. Just look at this, trying to just glide it towards the leg side. Didn't make a good connection. But they'll have to play attacking shots. These 6 overs are very important. If you don't get 40, 45 runs here, I mean, you'll be chasing the game afterwards. So it's important to get the big shots going here. Get your attacking shots going in the power play.
No slip in place. They've got a tight ring around the batter. Brilliantly bowled, targeting the stumps. That's good length and good line from Fatma Sana.
They'll have to improvise. This is the pitch. Just look at it. Pretty flat, looks flat, but there was some drift last time, some spin for this, the spinners who had the ability to spin the ball. Particularly, we saw Tuba doing that. So it's a good pitch. If you can take the initiative, you can get runs.
That's good running. Soft hands into the gap and straight away stealing a single. They need to keep doing that because in the last game, Sri Lanka played 54 dots. That's 9 overs in a T20 game. That cannot help your side.
That's absolutely criminal to play that many dot balls. Absolutely unheard of. And they will have to improve. This is the man in charge, Tilak Ratne. We saw him having a long talk after the last game with the captain.
Trying to launch it into the leg side, missed it. Kept a bit low. I wonder if it's not a good shot to deploy, but the good thing is that they're trying to attack.
Absolutely trying to hit it over the mid-wicket fielder's head. Couldn't connect. There was an appeal, but nothing doing, said the umpire. But like you said, they're trying to attack. They're trying to get runs, which is what they should be doing. I think the talk, part of the talk with the coach last time was about this.
You need to back yourself in T20 games, especially in the power play. Just get the feel, the layout around you. Pick your bowlers, pick your areas. Field change. They've got a fine leg now. Brought in the third man into the circle. Straight back this time.
The bowler. What should they be doing to get runs, Marina? I mean, should they be looking at the gaps, or should they be looking at playing attacking shots over the fielder's head?
Well, they do have the ability, but right now they need to understand their role. Chamari, obviously, you want her as long as the game goes on. But Hasini, she can rotate the strike, and that can help Chamari as well. Dot balls will put a lot of pressure on her. Just angling away straight to the fielder this time. Quick single. Dive put in, and seems like she's safe. That's the over. Sri Lanka 4 without loss. Anam Amin continuing from the commentary box end. Tossed up nicely, straight down the ground. Will that be the first boundary? No. Alia comes around. They've got protection there.
This was a good try, because this is what's needed. You need to do this. You need to try and get boundaries, and alongside you need to rotate the strike, get the singles, doubles. But you got to take the initiative. You can't play balls straight to the fielders, because this flower pay is going to slide very quickly then.
Outside off stump, slogged it over the mid-on fielder. One bounce into defence. Chamari Atapattu trying to unleash herself, gets the first boundary for Sri Lanka and herself.
What a lovely shot. That is what we want to see. And that is the kind of initiative we want to see. Chamari just taking a few steps and just lofting that ball for a 4-1 bounce for a beautiful shot.
Goes once again, Alia is there, and that's the first wicket for Pakistan. Anam Amin yet again with the first blood.
One too many, and that is the first wicket. Chamari gone, trying to get a boundary, get a 6, but there was a fielder there, and she made no mistake. And a good, well-judged catch. First wicket for Pakistan, 9 for 1. That was a good catch, well judged, right on the boundary. Was waiting for it. Nicely done.
The big wicket gone. Chamari Atapattu going back to scoring 5. Sri Lanka 9, 1 down. The first wicket down. Great start for Pakistan. The danger woman, Chamari, is out in the dugout. Keeping things tight. No run. Good captaincy from Bisma Maroof and really good bowling from Anam Amin. She conceded a wicket in the previous delivery and then just changed the pace ever so slightly. Down the ground again, punching. No runs.
New batter. And that is the replay of the captain being out. Alia Riaz taking a wonderful catch.
Another dot ball, brilliant over. 1 wicket, 5 runs coming off it. 3 overs gone, Sri Lanka 9 for 1. Fatma Sana It's good bowling partnership. Anam Amin from the one end and Fatma again keeping things tight in check, giving nothing away. It's hard to counter such bowling attack. Just the shape away. Quick single again. Confusion. No single there. Oshandi just trying to get off the mark as quickly as she can.
Sri Lankan batters unable to hit the gaps, and that is one reason they haven't scored big. This is the third over, and this is the career of Ushadi Ranasinghe. 43 matches, strike rate 69.13. Not bad, but not that great also. They need to score big, Marina. They need to get runs quickly.
Oh, that's a quick single. We'll have to wait for the umpire signal. Yes, leg buys it is. Yeah, they need to have a plan. Need to understand the role. Both batters do have the ability to rotate strike, but also find the gaps. Just changing the pace.
They either need to hit the gaps or hit big. So like you said, they need to have a plan, but they better get a plan quickly because this power play is ticking quickly.
There'll be a wide. Did it clip something? I guess it did. At least the umpires think so. And it's never easy, as I was mentioning, with Anam and Fatma operating the ball. They don't give away anything. Usually very tight. Probably a pad.
This Sri Lankan team didn't qualify for the World Cup. And if they want to do better in the next few years, they got to improve in these areas, the power play, singles, hitting the gaps.
Way outside off stump, wild swing, no feet movement, no run as well. Imran Javed, the stand-in umpire. So operating the dealings, and Faisal Afridi. No introduction needed for this man. He's on the ICC panel. Wild swing once again. It's not easy to target Fatma Sana, but yes, they do need some aggression.
Hasini was trying the previous ball to hit the bowler out of the park. Couldn't connect. Almost lost her wicket. It was pretty close to her off stump. And the bowler knew it.
Got deep square leg, fine leg. Good line, good length to hit. One leg by coming off it. Great over from Fatma Sana. 4 overs done. Sri Lanka 10 for 1. Ten overs, 10 runs for 1 after 4 overs. They've got some decent batting. De Silva can bat. Dilari, usually we've seen her up the order. Oh, it's probably guided on intention, but won't run away for 4. This just took off the slip.
Well, at least she tried something different. Nice deft touch. Didn't get a boundary, but it was nicely played. Sri Lankans famous for playing such short deft touches. Jayasuriya could also do that. He could hit the ball and also do this. And then in particular Jayawardene
goes for the reverse. Beats everything. They need to innovate but have to pick their deliveries.
13 for 1. Not great going, but in power play ticking on.
Down the track, wanted to lift it, just falling short. Fatma Sana on mid-on.
No power in the power play by the batters. They're trying their best, but the ball is not coming onto their bat. Also, the pitch is not that suitable for a T20. Hasn't got bounce. It's not coming on the ball bat nicely for the batters. So there is some difficulty for them. But they got to try harder if they want more runs.
Straight down the ground. They've got protection there.
$14 for 1. Just 8 balls left in this power play, and I've been sounding like a broken record. They haven't been able to pierce the gaps. They haven't gotten boundaries. Trying to reverse sweep this time. Couldn't connect.
Have a look at the bat. She's not showing the usual bat face. Trying to hit it from back of the bat. Just trying to make any connection. No run. Played with soft hands. 5 overs are done. Sri Lanka 14 for 1.
Just 2 bowlers used for Pakistan captain Bisma Maroof, Anam Amin and Fatma Sana, both doing a wonderful job here, keeping Sri Lankan batters quiet. Just 14 runs, just 1 wicket. As we see Boom Boom Dar now coming on to bowl. 105 matches for 103 wickets. Wonderful character. Nice start, very good start. Always on the money. Nida Dar is 23 dot balls already in this Sri Lankan inning. And no wonders, Hasini 5 runs for 19 deliveries. That has costed him a lot. Because in a T20 game, early start is very important, good starts. That's one way of doing it, just sweeping it towards that deep square leg 1. They should be looking to get 2, yes, easily done. Alia Riaz there doing a bit of fielding there. Shah Faisal alongside me. Shah Faisal, Pakistan on a driving seat at the moment. Agreed?
Absolutely right, Ali. In the power play, they got the all-important wicket. Not many runs as well. This pair is trying to be proactive, looking to maneuver the ball. But one thing they made sure, they don't want to lose early wickets. That's what they did in the first game. They're looking to guard against that.
Wonderful. That is Nida Dar for you. She'll never give you room. She'll never give you enough pace to maneuver. She likes to give air to the ball, and that has been the reason of her success. She's only the 5th bowler to take 100 wickets in T20Is. Excellent performer for Pakistan. Uh-oh. That's good cricket too. Very sensible. She waited for her to make a move. And now making sure the field is in right place.
Shadi has looked to employ that reverse sweep quite a few times. She hasn't got hold of it just yet. Slower, excellent bowling, very intelligent. Threw the ball up in the air, made the batter wait for it. With these breezy conditions, it felt like it was held in the wind and defeated Oshadi in the flight. Excellent guile.
This time she's able to do it. Not much pace behind it, but might run away. Oh, Anam Amin doing a bit of work. Umpire might have a look at it again. But in my opinion, I think she's done well.
It's again slower, not much pace on it, but this outfield is very, very quick. The grass has been cut short and it's very, very hard. That's reverse sweep once again. She didn't even bother to turn the face of the bat. She played with the back of the bat and it ran all the way to the boundary.
That's good cricket. Rotation of the strike is so important. But it's probably the time that Hasini, that was taking 20 deliveries for 6 runs. It's end of 6 overs, 21 for 1 Sri Lanka. Nice and gentle breeze that has made life easier for these girls. And the first game we witnessed, it was so hot and humid. It's a little better conditions today. Harishita, Anushka, Nalakshi, the batters to come for Sri Lanka. This partnership on 12 of 21 deliveries, taken too many deliveries, Shah Faisal.
Absolutely, like I said, they're still concentrating on not losing too many wickets, because the next 3 girls in the middle, they had a good hit yesterday. They got starts, 20 odd to their name, but couldn't kick on. So now these 2 are trying to give them a platform. And the partnership is slow, just 12-21. Ayman Anwar, 25 wickets in her 24 games.
Shorter one to start. Oh, she must feel unlucky because the ball was there, the length was there to be hit, because there's a fielder inside the circle at mid wicket and long on, mid on rather. So there's plenty of gap if you're able to get it over that fielder. So the idea was right, the execution not quite there.
Lack of pace did for her on that occasion.
Again, I think change of pace is the name of the game here in the game. You were there at the pitch, Shah Faisal. What do you make of it in detail, if you can tell us? Because the ball is not really coming onto the bat.
I thought it was a little bit harder and firmer than the strip the other day. And like I said in the pitch report, darker tinge. So I thought that ball would come on a bit better. And there should be more runs today.
That will be a wide. I think probably that is the reason that these bowlers are opting for those slower ones. It's not giving enough pace to the batters. We saw early on how Shumari Adapathu lost her wicket.
Slow delivery, lost it completely. Chance, easily done in the end. Yeah, but talking about the wicket, when I say it's slightly better in terms of pace and bounce, but it's by no means a belter. Still the ball will stick and the slow bowlers will have a big say. And in the early exchanges we've seen that. And that was the girl everyone wants to see again. Thuba loosening up. Probably it's time for her to come to the bowling crease.
Oh, that's lofted. Wonderfully done. Should give her a boundary. It does. A fielder mid-on was inside. All she had to do was just play it over the fielder. It took 23 deliveries for this boundary.
She had a sighter earlier on in the over. She couldn't execute that stroke. But this time she waited long enough to get the timing right. She got underneath it, got the elevation, strong bottom hand. Excellent timing on that one. Much needed boundary for this partnership.
I'm not around there. The captain, Bisma Maroof. She's done an excellent job for Pakistan over the years. She's been in charge from 2017. The most experienced player of the side, alongside Nida Dar. And the sort of inning they played in the first game, Shah Faisal, I think that showed the maturity they have developed in themselves.
Definitely. They're expected to play such kind of roles and show it to the youngsters how it's done.
Just giving herself room. Timing not quite there. A dot ball will end the over. 7 overs gone, 28 for 1 Sri Lanka. Excellent scenes. Wonderful to see these young girls coming here, supporting your side. Such an inspiration this Pakistan women's side is for these young girls. I'm sure we'll see a lot of upcoming cricketers from these girls.
This has been a feature of this series. The crowd, they've really created an atmosphere. This is a small venue, so the noise they make really make a difference. And they've got themselves seated very nicely. It's covered stands, good seating arrangement, excellent arrangements all around here at the South End country.
Oh, that's gone straight. Wicket for Nida Dar. Boom, boom, Dar does it for Pakistan. Shari doing it too many times, that trying this reverse sweep. Straight to Anand Amin this time.
She tried that shot quite a few times, one too many in the end. Couldn't control it this time. With the flight, a little bit of extra bounce, got the top edge. Anand Amin moving very, very smartly to her right. Got the catch with two hands. Another breakthrough. Sri Lanka was looking to build a partnership. Once again, a batter has got herself in and out. 28 for 2.
Second wicket falling for Sri Lanka. 28 for 2. Pakistan definitely in a driving seat in this game. Sri Lanka won the toss, batted first, lost their captain Chamari Athapattu, their most experienced batter, the most prolific Athapattu, just going for 5. And now the second wicket to Shadi Rana Singh, as she was looking to score some runs, lost her wicket. Nilakshya De Silva, the new batter in 45 matches, 379 runs for her. Best of 49.
She played quite nicely yesterday. She got a knock in the middle, so she knows the conditions better. Sri Lanka need her today. Probably not the 25 that she got yesterday, a lot more. Be interesting to see. Spinners have really put a stranglehold on. Not easy to get them away on this pitch.
Oh, she'll have to hurry. Makes it easy in the end. It's just the way these Pakistani bowlers are bowling. They're giving it air. They're not giving any pace to these Sri Lankan batters. We saw how Shadi lost her wicket. This one again. Look at the air that Nida Dar gives. She's too experienced. She knows how to bowl on such pitches.
Not to forget, very, very strong breeze. It's blowing from Nida Dar's right shoulder to her left. That drift and that turn, but she's really slowing it up, asking the batters to come at them. And that's the right tactic. Because with all this wind, the batter had to wait a long time. And it will be very difficult for them to get down to the pitch of the ball.
Nicely done. Towards onside, will earn her 1 run. Yeah, talking about the last wicket that the Shadi Rana Singh, 3 fielders are placed on the offside where she tried this shot. Have a look at this. I'm not sure if this was the right choice. She's got 3 fielders placed on that cut shot and she played it straight to her hands. Very good bowling and captaincy by Bisma Maroof. Oh, nice and easy. Just eased it towards long on for 1 run. This is better cricket. They've lost 2 wickets. They need a partnership here, these Sri Lankan girls. Because we saw the day before yesterday in the first game, 107 runs were not enough. They have to get to that 135, 140 runs. With this breeze going on, it will help Sri Lankan spinners also.
This is better. Using her feet, getting to the pitch. 8 gone, Sri Lanka, 32 for 2.
Another very good Pakistani fast bowler, Diana Begd, being rested for these 2 first games. as we look at the Sri Lankans batting card. 5 runs. Shumari Adapatu, a lot is expected of her in this series, but she hasn't scored many runs. Ushadi Ranasinghe, the second batter gone. Nida Dar and Anam getting those 2 wickets. 32 for 2 after 8. Again, easiest to long off for one more run. I think probably they have realized the importance of these singles now, because big boundaries are not easy to come because of the breeze. They're probably scared to play it in the air because of that strong breeze going on. So singles is probably the way at the moment.
Especially for newcomer Nilakshi, because she's just come in. But Hasini, 14 of 29 deliveries, she's got her eye in. And probably she need to give Nilakshi that time to settle in. So that's very important. This is how good partnerships are built, when the batters realize their role at a particular time in the innings. And I think for Hasini, this is the time to go big. But not in terms of hitting 4s and 6s, but at least rotation of strike. Once again, good urgency shown. A direct hit would have been close, but I think it was an excellent judgment there from Nilakshi and Hasini.
Yeah, that was a good run. Field is packed on offside. Everybody inside the circle. Just hit and run. Better throw. Oh, direct throw. Maybe. Biswa Maroof. Direct throw was needed. Oh, that's nicely driven. Wonderful shot. This will run away for 4. So Hasini now taking so many deliveries, now breaking up the shackles, scoring that boundary.
That's excellent. She had the width to work with. She just threw her hands at that and got it off the middle of the bat. That was with the wind. Look at how it flew off her bat. An excellent boundary there. And like I was saying, she needed to do that. That has come just at a very good time for Sri Lanka, this boundary.
Absolutely. She's taken 30 deliveries. It's about time that he gives it a go. Oh, that's edged. Fielder third inside the circle will earn her another boundary. So now slowly, gradually, Hasini coming into the groove. Second boundary in 2 deliveries.
A hint of luck involved in that, but she was really looking to force the ball off the back foot. A slow delivery. Ayman could consider herself to be unlucky, but Sri Lanka will take the boundaries. They had to work very, very hard for their runs. Back-to-back boundaries have given them some momentum.
10 runs of the over already. In the first game, we saw Ayman Anwar bowl a very expensive over that did Sri Lanka a chance. Slower one tucked away nicely towards that fine leg. One more run. This is good cricket. This partnership is very important. It's gradually, it's building. 15 at the moment. Ayman Anwar didn't have a good outing in the first game. It's a very important game because there are a couple of all-rounders sitting on the bench. Shah Faisal, Diana Beg also ready. Kainat Imtiaz also on the bench. So you got to perform to keep your seat in the team.
Well, 11 of the over, and we still haven't seen Tuba into the attack. Ayman had difficult first 2 overs yesterday, but she did make a comeback in the last 2. Interesting choice of roles given to her. She doesn't bowl with the new ball. She bowls in the middle overs, and then she comes back and finishes her off in the death overs. 11 of the over, 43 for 2.
No Tuba Hassan. Just 4 bowlers used. 1 wicket for Anam Amin, 1 for Nida Dar. 9 overs, 43 for 2. Yeah, the moment we've all been waiting for. The youngster made a wonderful debut in this first game. 3 wickets for 8 runs she took. Doesn't get any better than this, the debutante. Everybody is looking forward to see her ball again today. Right on the money. That's guided towards that third area. 1 run she will be looking to get to, easily done.
Excellent start for Tuba once again. She's got that real fizz, like we were discussing earlier in the pre-match. She's got a very strong action. The run-up is very slow, but when she hits the crease, it's very strong. And that base on that left foot where she pivots from is very strong, which enables her to have a good rotation.
Nicely pulled towards mid-wicket. 1 more run. Absolutely, you make a very good point. Just the way she bowls, and that arm movement also very quick, makes her very difficult for the batters. No run. Excellent start for Tuba once again. She gives nothing away.
And the effort in there, you can hear her grunt. Watch that action. The run-up is very slow and steady, head is straight, but look at how she hits the crease, and that excellent pivot and rotation of the shoulders. That allows her to spin the ball, and with the flight she can get the drift as well.
Every time I see her ball, it reminds me of Adam Zampa from Australia. Similar sort of action he has. And if she can ball like him, that would be wonders for Pakistan. Oh, was that an edge? No, maybe. For a second I thought it's come off the edge. Probably not.
Look at the length and the bounce she gets, because she's putting so much effort. No edge on that one, but an excellent delivery nonetheless. That bounce was really disconcerting for the batter.
It gets me excited every time she bowls. She's such an attacking option. Tuba Hassan, just second game of her career. That will bring the end of 10 overs. 46 for 2 Sri Lanka.
तुबा हसन अपना दूसरा इंटरनेशनल गेम खेल रही हैं, जिन्होंने अपने पहले T20 इंटरनेशनल में 4 ओवर्स में 3 विकेट्स हासिल की। लेकिन उसकी एक हाईलाइट जिसकी शायद बहुत ज़्यादा बात ना हो पाई वो ये कि इकॉनमी के लिहाज से ये टॉप 10 में शुमार किया जाता है स्पेल। सिर्फ 8 रन दिए और अपना ड्रीम डेब्यू करने में कामयाब रही कराची के इस दीदा ज़ेब और स्मार्ट सेटिंग में। निस्बतन बड़ा बेहतर मौसम है एलिना आज कराची में, और इसके साथ साथ हम इस सीरीज़ में भी आगे बढ़े। जिस अंदाज से तुबा ने बॉलिंग की शुरुआत की थी, इब्तिदा से ही उन्होंने ना सिर्फ फ्लाइट दी, इसके साथ गेंद को टर्न करने में कामयाब रही और बड़े कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ बॉलिंग की उन्होंने पहले T20 में।
जी हाँ, शानदार बॉलिंग थी। मज़ा आया देख के। एक्चुअली बॉल को स्पिन किया उन्होंने, और ये बड़ा अच्छा होता है जब लेडीज़ क्रिकेट में आप देखते हैं कि कोई लड़की जब आती है और एक्चुअली बॉल को स्पिन करती है। ज़्यादातर देखने में आता है कि सीधी सीधी बॉलें होती हैं, लूप दे देती हैं, लेकिन स्पिन जो एक्चुअल नज़र आई और अच्छा एक्शन, बहुत ही मुझे तो दिल को मेरी बड़ी खुशी हुई देख के इनको।
और इसकी अच्छी बात यह है कि हाईलाइट हुआ ना सिर्फ ये कि इनका खेलना, क्योंकि ट्रैवलिंग रिजर्व में शामिल थी जब पाकिस्तान ने वर्ल्ड कप के लिए न्यूजीलैंड का दौरा किया। और इसके अलावा भी हम जानते हैं कि ये वो हाईलाइट अब तक इनके करियर की थी जिसमें इन्होंने इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट में कदम रखे हैं। लेकिन इससे पहले 8 साल की मेहनत, और अब चूंकि ये तब्दीली आपको वुमेन क्रिकेट के लिए आती दिखाई दे रही है, जिसमें रीजनल टूर्नामेंट्स मुनक्कद हो रहे हैं, कैंप्स लग रहे हैं। साउथ पंजाब में कैंप लगा, इसके साथ कराची में टूर्नामेंट मुनक्कद हुआ, और ये इन सबको इंस्पायर करने के लिए, मज़ीद क्रिकेटर्स को आगे लाने के लिए, क्योंकि हम सब जानते हैं, इसमें शायद डिटेल में जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है कि स्पोर्ट्स की अहमियत कितनी ज़्यादा है, और शायद कुछ ज़्यादा बढ़ जाती है कि वो माहौल प्रोवाइड किया जाए इन बच्चियों को कि वो अपने टैलेंट को उजागर कर सकें और हर लिहाज से एक हेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल की जानिब जाए।
जी हाँ, सिस्टम से उभर के आई हैं तुबा, और जब आप इतने साल स्टेप बाय स्टेप सिस्टम में रहते हैं तो आपके इम्प्रूवमेंट्स भी आती हैं, आप निखर के सामने आते हैं। बाय द टाइम आप अपनी पाकिस्तान साइड के लिए खेलने आते हैं तो आप एक अच्छी तैयार होते हैं, एक तैयार क्रिकेटर होते हैं, एक रेडी प्रोडक्ट होता है पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट के लिए।
बैक ऑफ साइड की फील्ड है निदा डार के लिए। पिछले ओवर के दौरान तूबा भी इस शिकंजे को कसने में कामयाब रही और अदरवाइज श्रीलंका की टीम लग रहा है कि ना सिर्फ ये कि पिछले T20 के टोटल को क्रॉस करेगी, क्योंकि 8 विकेट्स इनके पास मौजूद हैं, बल्कि अगर ये 120-130 तक पहुंचती हैं तो बड़ा चैलेंज हो जाएगा, क्योंकि कंडीशंस हमेशा से डिमांड करती हैं कि आप चेज़ करते हुए अपने आप को गेम में इन रखें और गिरफ्त को ढीला ना पड़ने दें। इब्तदाई विकेट्स दूसरी तरफ हासिल होंगे श्रीलंका को, तो एक बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग गेम हो सकता है।
देखिए, जब से पावर प्ले जो है वो ख़त्म हुआ है तो उसके बाद से इनकी गेम जो है उसमें ज़्यादा इनको रन मिले हैं। आई थिंक पावर प्ले में ये ज़रा क्लॉस्ट्रोफोबिक फील करती हैं और ये भी एक अच्छी शॉट गैप में लगी, 2 रन हासिल होने चाहिए। तो जब पावर प्ले ख़त्म होने के बाद अकील इनको घबराहट इनकी कम हो गई और फील्ड खुल गई, इनको सिंगल डबल मिले और इनको जो है इनका स्कोर अब कुछ बढ़ता नज़र आ रहा है और उम्मीद यही की जाती है कि 107 रन तो कोई टारगेट ख़ास था नहीं। गो के इस विकेट में भी मैं कहूँगी कि बाउंस नहीं है, ये एक आइडियल विकेट नहीं है ये T20 के लिए, लेकिन फिर भी 130-35 रन ज़रूर बनने चाहिए।
बिल्कुल वसी ओरीज आउटफील्ड है, देखने में कॉम्पैक्ट ग्राउंड, लेकिन डायमेंशन जो कि आमतौर पर अगर हम नेशनल स्टेडियम में इजाफी में गेम होते हुए देखें वुमेन क्रिकेट में, तो बाउंड्रीज को रिलेटिवली मुख्तसर कर दिया जाता है, लेकिन यहाँ पर पूरा स्ट्रेच दिया गया है ग्राउंड में और एक ना सिर्फ खूबसूरत मंजर पेश करता है बल्कि रनिंग बिटवीन द विकेट्स की भी अहमियत रहती है, क्योंकि इस अंदाज से स्ट्राइक को रोटेट करेंगी और अच्छी सोच का मुजाहरा किया अब तक इन्होंने। पिछले खासतौर पर 3-4 ओवर्स के दौरान एक ओवर में इन्होंने तेज़ी के साथ रन हासिल किया और उसके बाद से कंसोलिडेट करते हुए 50 पे पहुँच गई।
जी, अच्छे 50 रन। इनकी ओपनर हसीनी जो है वो शुरू से खेल रही हैं, अब 27 पर हैं। अब उनको फील्ड का भी अच्छा पता लग गया है, बॉलर्स की भी वो लाइन एंड लेंथ जज कर सकती हैं, विकेट की पेस को भी जज कर सकती हैं। वो एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ होती है विकेट की पेस, जो कि इस विकेट में तो है ही नहीं पेस, तो वो भी जज करना इंपॉर्टेंट है।
मजीद रन हासिल होंगे और इस मरतबा ये गलती की पादाश में रन दिए, पहली एफर्ट में पिट कर लिया जाना चाहिए था, लेकिन इसके साथ साथ अंपायर की जानिब से इशारा है पॉसिबली कि एक रन शॉट लिया गया, तो वो शायद इतना ज़्यादा कॉस्ट ना करे। विद दी एंगल निकालने के लिए गई थी और ऑलमोस्ट इन्होंने क्रॉस कर लिया था, जो कि रोका जा सकता था शायद डायरेक्ट कैच पे। मिली जुली फील्डिंग रही है, हमने कुछ एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी एफर्ट्स भी देखी। दूसरे रन के लिए वापसी की कोशिश, लेकिन बेसूद। तो बेहतर ओवर रहा जिसमें 50 तक पहुंचा है श्रीलंका 11 ओवर्स के बाद 52 पे 2। एक मरतबा फिर पाकिस्तान श्रीलंका की सुपरस्टार कप्तान शमारिया तबतू को जल्द आउट करने में कामयाब रहा और उसके बाद ऊपर तले दूसरी विकेट भी हासिल की, लेकिन इसके बाद से एक बड़ी यूजफुल पार्टनरशिप रन बॉल से बेहतर की औसत के साथ जारी नीलाक्षी और हसीनी के दरमियान, और खासी बैटिंग आना बाकी अलीना।
लेकिन इनके जो टॉप 3 हैं अकील, वो तीनों लेफ्ट हैंडर्स हैं, तो मेरा ये सिर्फ एक थॉट प्रोसेस है जो मेरे माइंड में चल रहा था कि अगर ये लेफ्ट राइट कॉम्बिनेशन रखें और थोड़ा सा जो है बैटिंग ऑर्डर को चेंज कर ले तो ये इनके लिए बेहतर हो सकता है।
एक मरतबा फिर फ्लाइट दी है तूबा ने, और ये इंटरेस्टिंग होगा क्योंकि पिछले गेम में भी ये ब्रेक थ्रू दिलवाने में कामयाब रही थी और एक बड़े क्रूशल जंक्चर में जब आधे ओवर हो चुके थे इन्होंने अगेंस्ट द रन ऑफ प्ले विकेट हासिल की थी। और अब भी गो के बड़ा कॉन्ट्रास्ट है अब तक हसीनी और नीलाक्षी की बैटिंग में एज फार एज द रन्स आर कंसर्न, लेकिन इसके बावजूद दोनों बेहतर सोच के साथ लेकर चल रही। तो देखना ये कि इनवाइट करेंगी क्योंकि ऑफ स्टंप के बाहर की लाइन के साथ फ्लाइटेड डिलीवरीज के साथ उन्होंने दावत दी थी बैटर्स को कि वो स्ट्रोक खेलने के लिए जाएं।
यहाँ अच्छी गेंद टाइट लाइन एंड लेंथ पे आज गेंद करा रही हैं। इनको देखें सब कुछ आता है, ये फ्लाइट भी दे सकती हैं, बॉल को खींच भी सकती हैं, उसकी लेंथ को स्पिन भी करती हैं, बाउंस भी मिलता है, तो ये कंप्लीट बॉलर हैं विच इज़ वेरी गुड फॉर पाकिस्तान विमेंस क्रिकेट।
खूबसूरत डिलीवरी, एक मरतबा फिर बीट किया और बैकफुट पे धकेला खेलने के लिए नीलाक्षी को, और यकीनन ये डाउट्स रेस करेगा। पिछले 6 ओवर के दौरान अब 13 डॉट बॉल्स हो चुकी हैं और ये बड़ा कॉन्ट्रास्ट है उस लिहाज से जो हमने पहले 6 ओवर्स के दौरान देखा, जिसमें 25 डॉट बॉल खेली थी, जो कि एक एरिया ज़रूर है जिसको श्रीलंका चाहेगा इम्प्रूव करने के लिए।
तूबा अच्छा स्पेल करा रही हैं, आज ज़रा डिफरेंट स्पेल है उनका, और फ्लाइटेड गेंद, इसका फ़ायदा ना उठा सकी बैटर। इनविटेशन थी उनको कि वो कवर के ऊपर से 4 रन हासिल करें, लेकिन मिस कर गई।
और अब इन्होंने इस दावत को कबूल किया और गैप तलाश करने में कामयाब रही हैं। दूसरे रन के लिए भी वापस, लेकिन एक बेहतर ओवर था एक मरतबा फिर तूबा का, और इंटरेस्टिंग प्रोग्रेस जारी। बैट और बॉल के दरमियान कशमकश 12 मुकम्मल, श्रीलंका 55 पे 2। निदा डार कंटिन्यू कर रही हैं कमेंट्री बॉक्स एंड से।
निदा डार जो वाइस कप्तान है पाकिस्तान टीम की, मेरी फेवरेट प्लेयर हैं पाकिस्तान के लिए, क्योंकि ये जब बैट करती हैं तो बड़ा मज़ा आता है उनको देखने के लिए। अच्छी गेंद, टाइट गेंद, लाइन एंड लेंथ पे खिलाती हैं, और इस वक्त ज़रूरत यह है कि थोड़ा सा इम्प्रोवाइज़ करें श्रीलंकन बैटर्स।
तो देखना ये कि केयर को चेंज करने का फैसला कब करती हैं, क्योंकि 8 विकेट्स मौजूद और कंसोलिडेट करने के लिए नज़र आती हैं। फील्ड के लिए मौके छोड़े हुए हैं पाकिस्तान ने कि वो रन स्कोर करने के लिए जाएं, और तूबा ने यही किया ऑफ स्टंप के बाहर की लाइन के साथ। निदा डार का ये आखिरी ओवर है।
जी हाँ, ये बिल्कुल राइट टाइम है कि रन्स के लिए जाया जाए। बहुत विकेटें इनके हाथ में, और सिंगल डबल तो ठीक है अपनी जगह, उनकी अपनी अहमियत है, लेकिन चौके छक्के भी ज़रूरी हैं अगर ये 130-40 तक लेके जाना चाहती हैं स्कोर पे। तो इस वक्त जो है दे विल हैव टू टेक ये मैटर्स इन देयर ओन हैंड्स, के थोड़ा सा रिस्क लें और अपनी एबिलिटी को बैक करें अकील, क्योंकि एबिलिटी तो यकीनन है इनके पास।
यस, और एरियाज भी मौजूद हैं। एरिया ओपन छोड़ा हुआ एक्स्ट्रा कवर का, इस ख्वाहिश के साथ कि वो वहाँ पर ओवर द टॉप स्कोर करने के लिए जाएंगे, लेकिन अब तक इज्तनाब किया है और खाल हमें दिखाई दे रहा है कि रिस्क लेने के लिए जाएं। श्रीलंकन बैटर्स कंसोलिडेट कर रही हैं 30 रन की पार्टनरशिप, तीसरी विकेट के लिए इब्तदाई 2 नुकसानात के बाद।
और अच्छी कप्तानी बिस्मा की, उन्होंने जो ये एरियाज वेकेंट छोड़े हुए हैं और ताकि वे हिट के लिए जाएं और रन हासिल कर सकें, और उसमें उसी में अगर उनको विकेट भी मिल जाए। 58 फॉर 2 13 ओवर्स के बाद।
गर्मियों की छुट्टियों की आमद ना सिर्फ शहर कराची बल्कि पूरे मुल्क में, और एक बेहतर सेट ऑफ उम्मीद करते हैं कि ये बच्चे ऐसे मैचेस से इंस्पायर होने के बाद ये 2-3 महीने लगाएंगे अपनी क्रिकेट की एबिलिटीज़ और स्किल्स पे, और एक आने वाले दिनों में बेहतर फ्यूचर की उम्मीद के साथ यहाँ से कुछ इंस्पिरेशन लेके वापस जाएंगे। तूबा कंटिन्यू कर रही हैं, जो कि बज़ाहिर खुद एक बड़ी इंस्पिरेशनल स्टोरी है, जिस अंदाज से उन्होंने मेहनत की और अब वो सामने मौजूद अपना ड्रीम डेब्यू किया, मैन ऑफ द या वुमेन प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच का अवार्ड हासिल किया।
अच्छी शॉट, लेकिन एक ही रन हासिल होगा। अपने बैकयार्ड्स में, अपने सहनों में ये बच्चियां क्रिकेट खेलेंगी और वहाँ पर हार्नेस करेंगी, अपनी स्किल्स को पॉलिश करेंगी, और फिर इन्हीं में से हमारे लिए आगे के क्रिकेटर्स निकलेंगी, आगे की बैटर्स, बॉलर्स। तो ये बड़ा अच्छा एक जो है ये प्रोसेस बड़ा अच्छा चल रहा है कि विमेंस क्रिकेट की मैच होते रहें ताकि बच्चियां इंस्पायर होती रहें और हेल्दी एक्टिविटीज़ की तरफ जाएं।
फील्ड में स्लाइड इस दौरान चेंज है, स्क्वेरिश लिया फील्डर को जो कि मौजूद थे ऑन साइड पर, एक फील्डर मिड विकेट और एक स्क्वायर लेग पे मौजूद। फ्लाइट के साथ इनवाइट किया एक मरतबा फिर और तेज रन लेने के लिए मांगी का फुकदान था, लेकिन इन द एंड कवर अप किया और ये थ्रो भी कुछ देर से पहुंची।
आज तूबा की जो बॉल है वो सही जगह लैंड नहीं हो रही जैसे पिछले मैच में हो रही थी। फुल टॉसेस पड़ रहे हैं, ज़्यादा फ्लाइट हो रही है, ये देखें आप। तो जो एक बैटर को फॉरवर्ड लाने वाली लेंथ है वो नहीं पड़ रही आज।
ये जो डॉट बॉल्स हैं ये शायद हर्ट करें एक मरतबा फिर श्रीलंका को पिछले गेम की मानन। इस मरतबा हमने देखा है कि 40 के करीब हुआ चाहती हैं डॉट बॉल, जिसको यकीनन इनके कोच के पास मौका होगा कवर करने का। वाइल्ड स्विंग बैट का और एक मरतबा फिर इन्होंने गैप तलाश नहीं किया, लेकिन दूसरे रन के लिए कम से कम वापस कुछ हलचल पैदा करने में कामयाब।
जो डिफरेंस अकील नज़र आता है ऑस्ट्रेलियन या अंग्रेज बैटर्स में या साउथ अफ्रीकन में, जिस तरह वो खुल के हिटें मारती हैं, लीसा हीली हो या मैग लैनिंग हो या सिवर हो, नैटली सिवर, तो वो बात इनमें अभी नज़र नहीं आ रही श्रीलंकन में। और पाकिस्तानी और ये अच्छी बॉल, पाकिस्तानी बैटर्स भी उस तरह खुल के हिट्स नहीं लगा सकती। तो ये थोड़ा एरिया जो साउथ एशियन टीम्स को, खासकर पाकिस्तान श्रीलंका को कवर करना चाहिए और बांग्लादेश को भी ये एरिया जो है देखना चाहिए।
बड़े अच्छी के अंदाज से खेलने की कोशिश की थी लेकिन कामयाबी मिली नहीं। एब्सोल्युटली जितना खेलेंगे उतना बेहतर होगा और कम से कम जितना पैक कैलेंडर है खासतौर पर पाकिस्तान की टीम का, वो उनको हेल्प करेगा। तीसरा वो मुकम्मल करने जा रही हैं तूबा और फिजाई रास्ते का इंतखाब किया है, गेंद के नीचे आई है और फाइनली एक मरतबा फिर तूबा की मुस्कुराहट वापस और ये फ्लाइट हासिल की। तूबा ने कामयाबी दिलाई पाकिस्तान को और सेट बैटर हसीनी की विकेट हासिल। वेल डन तूबा।
जी हाँ, अटेम्प्ट करने में कामयाब हुई। 62 पे 3 अच्छी विकेट पाकिस्तान को हासिल हुई।
यस, एक मरतबा फिर इनवाइट किया बैट्समैन को, लेकिन यह ट्रैप 100% काम कर गया पाकिस्तान के लिए और अच्छा कैच लिया इन द एंड। और ये कामयाबी वाली मुस्कुराहट देखने से ताल्लुक रखती है, रिलीफ तूबा के चेहरे पे। 30 ओवर की आखिरी गेंद पर अपनी पहली और एक मरतबा फिर इंपॉर्टेंट ब्रेक थ्रू पाकिस्तान के लिए। 35 बना के हसीनी की यूजफुल कंट्रीब्यूशन खत्म। 62 पे 3 श्रीलंका। हर्षित का आई हैं बैटिंग करने के लिए एक इंतहाई अहम मौके पर।
आते ही उन्होंने एक अच्छा स्टार्ट लिया, कॉन्फिडेंट शॉट। हसीनी आउट हुए जो काफ़ी देर से खेल रही थी, ओपन किया था उन्होंने और अच्छे रन्स आज बनाए अपनी टीम के लिए। और कम से कम ये जो स्कोर पहुंचा है 63, उसमें उनका काफ़ी अमल दखल है। तो ये अच्छी विकेट हासिल की। तो तूबा ने आज उनकी बॉल उस तरह लैंड नहीं हुई, लेकिन जब लैंड हुई तो उन्होंने जो फॉल्स शॉट है, गलत शॉट, उसको निकलवाया बैटर से और विकेट भी हासिल की।
ओह, एक और मुश्किल रन लेने की कोशिश की है जो कि शायद इस मौके पर चाहिए नहीं था और अच्छी कोशिश पाकिस्तान की। एमन अनवर, ये बड़ी शानदार कोशिश थी जो उन्होंने फुल लाइन ड्राइव लगाई और उन्होंने यकीनी रन बचाने की कोशिश की, इस थ्रो की, लेकिन इसके बावजूद वो तो हालांकि फ्रेम से भी बाहर थी, लेकिन रन मुकम्मल करने में कामयाब रह गई। अच्छी कोशिश दोनों टीम्स के दरमियान, हालांकि नुकसानदेह हो सकता था श्रीलंका के लिए। एक और क्विक सिंगल की कोशिश और इस मरतबा ये बड़ी एक कंफर्टेबल लैंडिंग करने में कामयाब।
पाकिस्तान अच्छी फील्डिंग कर रहा है, बड़ी जॉन्टी रोड्स टाइप फील्डिंग थी, डाइव लगा के रन आउट हासिल करने की कोशिश की कुछ बॉलों पहले। और सिंगल्स पे अभी भी श्रीलंका जो है सिंगल्स पे इन्हिसार कर रहा है, जबकि अब ये मौका आ गया है, आखिरी 5 ओवर हैं कि उनको चौके छक्के लगाने की कोशिश करनी चाहिए। विकेटें भी बहुत हाथ में, तो यकीनन इस कोशिश को अब उनको इसको सीरियसली देखना चाहिए कि अब रन हासिल करें। ऐसा लग रहा है कि अकील, ये देखें यहाँ कैच 6 रन हासिल करने की कोशिश की, लेकिन अच्छा कैच हासिल किया और ये तूबा की विकेट।
इतना ज़रूर हुआ विकेट गिरने के बाद कि कम से कम तेज सिंगल्स हासिल करने की कोशिश है दोनों बैटर्स के माबैन, और हर गेंद पर एक रन हासिल किया। अनम अमीन अपना कोटा मुकम्मल करने जा रही हैं इस ओवर के साथ।
जिस रफ्तार से ये खेल रही है, मुझे लगता है आज भी 110 के अराउंड ही रन होंगे, जो कि नाकाफी हो शायद।
एक मरतबा फिर तेज हवा चल रही है समुद्र की जानिब से, और हमने पिछले T20I में भी देखा और आज भी अपनी लाइन को कंट्रोल करने में खासतौर पर इस एंड से मुश्किलात का सामना। एक और तेज सिंगल के साथ बेहतर ओवर मुकम्मल, जिसमें 7 रन बने, 5 बाकी, 69 for 3।
Three down on 69, Sri Lanka after 15 overs. A lot of struggle, a good innings by Hasini Pereira. De Silva and Harshita out in the middle, still fighting to get to a decent total. Tuba to continue. Had a great outing the other match. Way outside off stump, definite a wide. Pakistan again on the top, Shah Faisal.
Absolutely, they have really kept good control. Just 5 overs to go. Sri Lanka way behind where they would have wanted themselves to be. Impressive once again, Tuba flighting the ball, inviting the batters to come at her. She's got the turn, the flight. 1 for 11. Once again, excellent performance.
Oh, nicely bowled. Quick single. Sri Lanka will need more of that. And it's never easy to toss it up when you can see that there's a lot of breeze blowing out. You do get the drift, yes, but it's hard to control it.
Yes, you can only use that breeze to your advantage if you can land the ball correctly. Her length has been impressive. I don't recall her bowling a long hop. I don't want to put bonkers on her now, but I haven't seen her bowl a short delivery. And like they say, if you want to err in length as a spinner, better do on the fuller side.
Ah, sharp turn. Brilliant bowling from Tuba Hassan yet again. She's mixing it up brilliantly.
Talked about her action earlier, and look at how strongly she hits the crease. And look at that pivot off the left leg. And the rotation of the shoulders really allows her to spin the ball. Excellent once again. She's in her groove.
She's loving it. Great prospect to see. Tuba Hassan, the leggy, her second match. She looked like a veteran. I wanted to sweep it. Probably got some wood on it. We'll have to wait for the signal. And That is definite wood.
Turn and that extra bounce as well. It was very important for her today because you can have a good performance, and the high that she got, it would have been really hard for her to focus today and come back and do it exactly the way she did in the first game. But she's repeated it beautifully. Another superb spell of bowling. 1 for 13 of her spell today. Tuba Hassan, a real star. Sri Lanka, 72 for 3.
A lot of colors there. You can see them around Karimabad. Stoles and dupattas getting colored. Color figments being added. That's an art. A lot of girls, probably every girl, has went to the markets and done their dupattas. Exceptional art. It's never easy.
See the excitement on your face looking at that. That's typical girls. And the duties are done by a lot of the brothers and husbands running around those shops to pick up the stuff that was delivered and then go again and see if they were done correctly.
Well, the tie and dyes are the hard ones to be done. Fatma Sana with the ball. Scooped it nicely. Will beat the fielder. Got enough legs to go and roll to the fence. Boundary.
Harshita looking to improvise. She's realizing the need. Only 4 overs, and they are appreciating pace on the ball. Fatma Sana did take some off, but still good improvisation. The balance was the key as well. She worked that ball all the way onto her bat and let it run off the face of it. Excellent technique for the ramp shot. Sri Lanka need many more like this in the remaining 23 deliveries.
Boundary of the first delivery. Pressure right on Fatma Sana. Full toss, beats Muniba with the gloves. They will steal a single.
A difficult one for the wicketkeeper, just bouncing in front of her. Muniba has been a little untidy today with her collection. This time I think she missed it altogether, hit her knee. Could have been pretty close to that no ball. It was on the way down as it went past the batter. She missed her gloves altogether, Muniba.
Basma just having a word with Fatma Sana. She's usually immaculate with her slow ones and yorkers. Straight down the ground. Will be pushing for 2. No run there.
Talked about the youngsters in the Pakistan team. Tuba Hassan is one. Fatma Sana really came into the prominence earlier on with her ICC accolade today as well. Before the start of this over, she had only given away 2 runs. That one boundary was taken off a pretty reasonable delivery, but the pressure is on. She does bowl in the death overs. She's also another very strong character.
Another slow one. Just a single off it. Yes, she's made quite ripples around the global cricket, earned a lot of accolades and applaud from great cricketing minds. In the World Cup, she was exceptional. It's really nice to see youngsters coming up, getting all the experience they can and delivering, owning every game they play.
Indeed, and when I say she's a strong character, she has the skills to back him up, but bowling in the death with a lot of pressure on, you have to execute those skills, and she pretty much does it more often than not.
Lakshi this time, straight down the ground. They are eager to get a boundary. Fatma Sana has been disciplined.
This team is really looking to take shape in terms of the bowling innings, the Pakistan women's team, with 2 youngsters and then the experience of Diana Beg, who's been rested in this series so far.
Right up in the air. Landed safely and will run away for a boundary. 2 boundaries in the over. It's turning out to be a good one for Sri Lanka.
Mid-off was up in the ring. It was a slow delivery. It didn't come off the middle of the bat, but the result was good. 12 of the over with 3 to go. She got enough bat on it. Not quite off the meat, but look at that outfield go. Once it bounces, it is pretty hard, and Ali Riaz, who's quite quick, couldn't get to it. With 3 to go, Sri Lanka would be looking to will be eyeing a couple of big overs like this to just get them over that 110 run mark, probably get them to up to 120, which will be very difficult. Would that be enough? That's another question.
They've got few options. Fatma Sana just bowled her over. They've got Ayman Anwar, who has been expensive. Tuba Hassan and Nida Dar, Anam Amin, all spinners done with their quota. Ayman Anwar just targeting those stumps, but hasn't been working out for her. Even in the first T20, she ended up very expensive. Even today, it's given 19 in just 2 overs.
And Amin did make a good comeback in the final 2 overs of her spell yesterday, using her slow deliveries to good effect. But today Sri Lanka got wickets in hand. At least 30 runs in 3 overs they'd be aiming at.
Good ball, just dipping. Managed to squeeze a single. Which Maria Topatu did mention at the toss that they do have some good batters. All they need to do is back themselves. We've seen some really good chip-ins.
These 2 batted well in the first game as well, and that time in the middle is helping them. And today also they've got their eye in, looking to finish big.
Another single. 3 singles of 3 deliveries. Where are their boundary options? They might be eyeing one behind square, but Ayman Anwar does not allow a lot of pace to maneuver.
That fun leg is up in the ring. Well, it's 3rd man now for the left-hander, and I think fine leg is still up in the ring for her as well. But like you said, no pace, so it's very difficult to get that angle. Down the ground probably.
Yeah, Harshita just trying to stay on the leg side, wanted to go over cover area. Just shuffles a lot, comes onto the middle stump.
That's one of the areas that has no protection in the deep. The offside. Swing and a miss again. Excellent change of pace. Like yesterday, Ayman is making a good comeback in the death overs. This has been an excellent over so far.
She's got cutters. That's surely in her armory. And her length is also very nagging. It's never easy. Or was it a chance? That's the question. Her foot was lifted. Slogged it over into the leg side, but will fall safely. Alia does good work there. Saved the boundary. Sri Lankans will pick up a couple. 18 overs gone. Sri Lanka 89 for 3.
Crowd is in. That game has followed pretty much the similar path as in the first T20I. Just that Sri Lanka didn't lose as many wickets as they did in the first game. 12 deliveries to go.
Pace of the delivery. Will push for double. Oh, she slipped on her way back. Harshita probably won't be amused by that. There was a definite double.
Well, 16 of 14. Harshita is probably the right one to be on the strike right now. Field is spread out. It's a sweeper on the onside. There's a mid wicket and long on back as well. 3 sweepers. Offside, there is none.
Straight to the fielder. Iram Javed on the receiving end. Wanted to innovate. Harshita couldn't find the gap. Another one down for Sri Lanka.
She had the right idea in mind, but backed away too far, and in the end, barely reaching it, got the outside edge. And a sharp catch at short third. She got too far away from the ball. She was looking to eye that cover area. There was a big gap there, but in the end, the execution wasn't there. The catching was good, and the bowling was good as well from Fatma Sana. Much deserved wicket, as Harshita is gone for 16, 90 for 4.
Kanchana, yes, she has experience in her bag, but not much to deliver with the bat. 81 strike rate, best just 17. What she can extract from this situation, that's important.
Put bat and ball and get Nilakshi on strike, because she's been there for 26 deliveries. She's the better option to find some boundaries. Once again, that offside field is vacant for her. She's looking to play it on the onside and finds a boundary. She got an easy ball to hit, but she did put it in the gap, and that was a much needed boundary for Sri Lanka.
That was a freebie for Kanchana. The first delivery, a juicy full toss, just wanted to guide it behind the square. Played it perfectly into the gap to earn that boundary. Fatma Sana just slightly getting those, keep hitting those targets. That's all she needs to do.
Didn't need to experiment on that first delivery to the new batter.
Walked into the leg side, will push for 2. Nida Dar with the fielding, and he's got a good arm. Another one down. That's a clear run out, and Lady Lala in the game.
Wow, this was a magnificent return from Nida Dar in the deep. She had to come in a little bit, but a clean pickup and a bullet arm on the bounce. Muniba, who's had a rough day, was able to pick the ball on the bounce. Excellent work from her as well, affecting that run out. They had to go for the second run. They had no choice. But look at Nida Dar comes swooping in from the deep. What a pickup and a flat return on the bounce. Excellent technique there from Muniba Ali as well. Stayed down. Plenty of time to whip the bails off. Superb out cricket from Pakistan, pushing Sri Lanka further in trouble. Half the side is gone with just 3 deliveries to go. $95 for 5.
Again trying to scoop. Another chance of run out, but safe. They need more boundaries. They scored 96, falling short Sri Lanka in the first T20 as well, where they can take from here. Nilakshi and Kavisha.
Nilakshi just got the 1 ball to face in this over. Probably will look to get a single and get to the other end for the final over.
No connection whatsoever, no pace allowed from Fatma Sana, making things difficult for Sri Lankans. That's the over, 19 done, Sri Lanka 97, 5 down. Right, so last over, Sri Lanka on 97. How many runs they can grab from Ayman Anwar's over. She's pretty disciplined with her cutters.
Do well from here to get up to 106, which they made yesterday. Like I said, would it be enough? I don't think so.
Wild swing has made the connection, but is it safe? Yes, it is. Just falling short of Tuba Hassan. They are looking to score boundaries.
Couple of wickets in the last over. It's Fatma Sana's first wicket. Slightly wider, excellent catch. But this was special. Excellent skills in the deep from Nida Dar. Complemented very nicely by Muniba.
Straight down the ground. Couldn't find the middle of the bat. Just a single. It's not easy to score when there is not much pace on the ball. The field is well spread. Good captaincy from Bisma, covering all the possible boundary options.
Once again, ring of four fielders on the offside, no sweepers.
Offside she goes. Will end in the wicket. Yes, it does. Captain on the receiving end. Another one down for Sri Lanka, and Ayman Anwar gets her first.
Excellent slow delivery once again. Looking to find that gap over or through the infield on the offside. But no connection. Ballooned in the air. Look at that leg cutter. And Bisma never looked like dropping it. Camped underneath, had plenty of time. Pakistan's catching has been excellent throughout this series. And the wickets keep tumbling for Sri Lanka. 99 for 6.
Another slog, but no boundary yet again. It's been really brilliant fielding and good bowling from Ayman Anwar, keeping things quiet in the last over. 100 up for Sri Lanka.
Finally, three figures have been brought up. That is the last wicket. Bisma Maroof took it easily, but the delivery was good. No pace once again. It's evident in today's play. Take the pace off and make it difficult for the batters.
Pick up a single. Yeah, one can say that breeze might help the batters, but they need to find a good connection so that they can utilize the breeze flowing. But you have to give credit to the bowlers. Pakistani spinners have done decent job. Ayman Anwar has been pretty good with the slow ones, cutters. Shuffling across. Again, no boundary. Will push for two. No. Iram Javed with the strong arm.
102. Pakistan's bowling and fielding once again excellent, keeping Sri Lanka under pressure throughout the innings, as they couldn't even match their total from the first game, despite having plenty of wickets remaining towards the end in the last 5 overs. 102 is what they could make, and that on the face of it doesn't look adequate at the moment, but that's what they've got. Excellent effort from the girls in green once again, led by the trio of spin bowlers, and a good comeback towards the end by Fatma Sana and Ayman Anwar.
Commendable performance from Pakistan. They fielded well, they bowled well, and good captaincy from Bisma Maroof. Just squeezing things for Sri Lankans. They have to work really hard if they want to contain Pakistan.
Very happy, the Pakistan camp. And if you look at the batting card, once again there are few starts, but nobody can convert those starts into any meaningful contribution. And once again, lack of partnership. Hasini Pereira, 35 of 51 deliveries. That partnership in the middle, Nilakshi and Harshita, really give them some sort of platform. But once again, that grandstand finish was missing. Pakistan's skills with the ball and in the field were exceptional once again. The catching was good, ground fielding was good, and 102 all that Sri Lanka could muster.
Winning the toss, Sri Lankan decided to bat first. That's the first one to fall. Chamaria Tapatu again couldn't really capitalize. Some partnership coming, good shots all around with Harsini. And that was the next one to fall, straight to the hands. They couldn't really capitalize. Kept their scoreboard ticking with a good partnership in between. A few boundaries every now and then, some attacking shots. This was a good catch taken, deep in, just scooping away. Had to in a way to get something on the board. Went down the ground as well. But then this, yep, that was the turning point. Wickets kept falling. Few runs do came. But that was brilliant effort from Nida Dar. Running into with strong arm. Perfect throw. That ended in the run out. They wanted to score big but couldn't really manage to find the connection. That was the last one to fall. Strong hold again from the spinners. Anam Amin started off really well, just giving away 16. Grabbed one wicket. Fatma Sana won with it. Nida Dar again just leading the front, gave away 20 with one wicket as well. Ayman Anwar spectacular in the end, 28 for 1, and Tuba Hassan yet again the standout, 13, grabbing one wicket.
We got Anam Amin with us. Anam, commentary box से शाह फैसल आपको आवाज आ रही है?
जी आ रही है.
काफी कंसिस्टेंट बॉलिंग की आपने दोनों मैचों में, क्या कहेंगी अपनी परफॉर्मेंस के बारे में?
बस मेरा यही होता है कि मैं ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा डॉट बॉल करूं, नया बॉल करना होता है मैंने, तो जितना डॉट बॉल करूंगी उतना अगली टीम पे प्रेशर आएगा.
और आज आपने इंपॉर्टेंट विकेट हासिल किया था, पता उनकी मेन प्लेयर हैं, तो आपको काफ़ी खुशी हुई होगी.
हाँ जी बिल्कुल ऐसे ही है. मैंने बस उसी को टारगेट बनाया है. इंशाल्लाह ताला मैंने उसी को ही आउट करना है और दोनों मैचों में मैंने अभी तक उसी को आउट किया.
और 102 का टारगेट है आज, तो क्या ख्याल है, आप आराम से कर लेंगी?
हाँ जी इंशाल्लाह ताला बॉल बाय बॉल जाएंगे और इंशाल्लाह ताला इजीली चेस करेंगे हम.
थैंक यू वेरी मच अनम अमीन, और आपने बहुत अच्छी बॉलिंग की. वेल डन.
थैंक यू.
Well, that was Anam Amin, very pleased with herself. Getting rid of Chamaria Tapatu in both games was really pleased her. 103 is the target for Pakistan. Once again, Pakistan would be thinking that they can get this game done and dusted with when the run chase begins, because Sri Lanka didn't quite do well. But at the moment, we'll take a short break and we'll be back with the run chase very shortly.
Hello once again from South End Cricket Club here in Karachi for the second inning of the second T20I between Pakistan women and Sri Lankan women. And the news is that Sri Lankan women have given the target of 103 runs for Pakistan to win this game. The run rate required is 5.15. Pakistan would be a very happy team at the moment. Remember, in the last game, they had 107 runs to win the game. The two umpires moving in for this very exciting second inning. Shah Faisal alongside me. Similar situation, should be a similar target chase too.
On the face of it, it's not adequate, like we said towards the end of the last innings. But remember, Pakistan did have a stutter yesterday. Those 3 wickets really put them under pressure. Day before yesterday, rather. But it gives another opportunity to the top order to play a winning role today. Look at the batting order once again. Hasini Pereira with 35, top scored. Not much partnerships to talk about, and 1 or 2, not really enough in my opinion.
Now wickets shared around, everybody chipping in. The pick of the bowler, once again, Tuba Hassan, 1 wicket, just given away 13 runs, economy 3.25, wonderful start to her career, Tuba Hassan. She's in need of some runs.
Muniba Ali kept wickets. She didn't have a great day behind the stumps, but that run out towards the end was pretty special. She needs some confidence. 24 games, that average of 10 and strike rate of 64 and the best of 25. Those numbers really have to improve for her to have a distinguished international career. And she's got the best opportunity. Very little pressure in terms of the scoreboard. She can take her time.
Another newcomer in Pakistan side, Gul Firoza. Couldn't do much in her first game, but here is another opportunity for her to showcase what she's made of, to showcase the talent she has. She's up against a very experienced, very good spin bowler, left arm. She did trouble Pakistani batters in the first match. Sangandika Kumari, 39 matches, 27 wickets. They got to be very careful while playing her. She doesn't turn the ball much. Those sliders, those armour, and she swings it a lot. I say swing because she doesn't really spin it, but with the seam she swings it. Faisal Afridi says, let's play.
Slip in place. That's her key. Taking the ball away from the left-hander. She'll be looking to do that.
Muniba Ali, the wicket-keeper batter in the side. Very interestingly, 2 wicket-keeper batters opening the side, opening for Pakistan. I've hardly seen that happen. Muniba Ali is looking for some runs. Good start. Wide call by Faisal Afridi. Outside the off stump, and that's what we were talking about, that drift that she bowls. Outside the off stump, takes the ball away from the left-hander.
She's deadly dangerous with the new ball because of that extra zip.
Nicely done. Got to be very careful. Because they're not chasing that huge target, they can always play her around safely. You don't want to be giving early wickets to her.
Yeah, that's the key for Pakistan. The improvement they can make on the other day, it could be to have a solid start and an excellent partnership and get the innings off with a solid foundation.
Very sensible. Muniba probably realizing that she's going to take the ball away from her. She can place a few dot balls early in the inning. Not many runs to chase. Down the track, straight. There is protection at long off. One more run to the total. That moves to 2.
That'll be interesting now. Gul Firoza facing Kumari, and that was her downfall in the first game when she failed to cope with that armor that Ali was talking about. Once again, she will be aiming for the pads and the wickets. Kumari Gulfaroza will have to be on the button from the word go.
She'll have to play her like an off spinner. The ball will be coming into her. She must have that thing in her mind. That's nicely driven. She's off the mark in international cricket. Gulfaroza, her first run in international cricket for Pakistan. That ends the first over. 3 for none, Pakistan. Another very good all-round cricketer on your screen, Kainat Imtiaz. She would be urging for an opportunity here. Maybe if Pakistan is able to win this game and take the lead, or in fact win the series too, she might get a game in the next one. Very good all-round cricketer she is.
Gulfaroza for the first time will be taking strike against a quick bowler in her international career. Weight off her shoulders definitely after getting that run. That duck in the first game. Kulasurya, she's got a slingy action, pretty decent pace as well. We'll be looking to get the breakthrough for her side, the slip in.
Yes, it's some ease in the nerves for Gulfaroza as she's off the mark. This is a good opportunity for her, because she's known as a dash up. She likes to hit big. Like her on your screen, Chamaria Dapatu, probably Sri Lanka's best batter that we have seen in women cricket. Scored heavily 400s for her. That's through, gone through. Should be looking to get to. Easily done in the end by Gulfaroza.
That use of bottom hand, dragging the ball on towards the onside. It didn't look pretty. Too early in her innings to be trying those kind of strokes. Look at that stroke. No shape whatsoever. Didn't look pretty.
That's how she plays. That's what we've heard about her. She likes to go big. That's her area, that cow corner, that mid-wicket area. That's where she fancies her most of the strokes. That's what I've heard about her. She likes to go big. This is a good opportunity. It's in there. Oh, wonderful. What a catch that is. It's efforts like these that make you come back in the game. A wonderful catch to end the inning of Feroza. Excellent cricket by these Sri Lankan women.
Sensational is the word. That was really out of the top drawer. It went in the air. It was there for a long time, but she had to cover some ground. Better choice of shot, but against the wind. And look at her move. Look at her technique as well. Looking over her shoulder, kept her eye on the ball at all times, and dived in the end to get it cleanly, and the celebration to match with that. This is terrific stuff from Sri Lanka. She's pumped. Excellent breakthrough. Gulfaroza, yet another failure for her. Pakistan, 5 for 1.
Nilakshi De Silva has taken the catch of her life to get rid of Gulfaroza. Wonderful effort that was from her. I've really been impressed by the fielding from both sides. Pakistan side doing a great job, and now Sri Lankan side. They've been excellent fielding side. It's the efforts like that that make this low total a big one if you're able to catch those. They've taken one wicket. 5 for 1 is Pakistan. No is the call. Iram Javed, the new batter in for Pakistan. Have a look at that catch again.
Look at her move. She anticipated, picked the ball, and when she was running sideways. So she was looking over her shoulder. And if you look at from here, she never lost sight of the ball. And in the end, she realized she had to put the dive in, which she did. And a sensational take. A little jig towards the end as well.
The ball was always traveling away from her because of the breeze you were mentioning. Kept her eyes on the ball. Just excellent technique to get that one. Disappointment definitely for Gil Feroza. She had second opportunity. Gone down. Sweetly timed. Will earn her just one run. Another excellent piece of fielding. This Sri Lankan side is a very good fielding side. We'll continue talking about it. 2 overs gone. 6 for 1 Sri Lanka.
Excellent crowds once again. Plenty of school and college girls and boys. Very inspirational and good atmosphere as well inside the country club ground here at the south end.
Sugandhika Kumari into her second over. That's a better way of playing her. Just use your feet. And oh, she tried well. Just gave away 1 run.
Sri Lanka didn't make enough runs one field, but they're putting in a big effort in the field as well. Look at that, throwing herself around. Excellent.
Another dasher. Iram Javed, known for her big hits. 44 games, 336 runs. The strike rate is healthy too, 82.15. Oh, how did that miss? That will earn definitely a few runs, but a very lucky for Iram Javed. She's off the mark with the second. Easily done in the end.
That was lucky. Could easily have run on to hit the stumps. That angle created by her and kept slightly low as well. That's another thing the batters will have to keep an eye now in the second innings. It's been hot and the wicket will get lower and lower. That bounce needs to keep, needs an eye to be kept on.
Oh, wanted to go big. That's Iram Javed for you. She's not going to hold on, I tell you. I've seen her play some big innings, big hits. She likes to sweep. She likes to reverse sweep also. Very talented. Just need to keep her cool. That's the only drawback she has. She just plays too many shots. Give herself room again. No run. I've really been impressed by the fielding efforts from both sides. I think Pakistan, after that World Cup campaign, where they didn't do well, they've really improved in their fielding. In the first game we saw they were excellent. It's nicely set, but straight to the fielder. She'll get 1. She's looking to get 2. Yes, she should be able to get it easily. Muniba Ali. 3 overs gone. 12 for 1 Pakistan.
Shahid Mahboob, the director of National High Performance Center here in Karachi, alongside Bobby Rafai from the Trans World. Some intense discussion, Ali. What do you think Bobby and Shahid are talking about?
I think they're concerned about Pakistan's batting at the moment. 12 for 1. I'm pretty sure about that.
You're really sure about that? I think it must have been where they're going for dinner tonight.
That's what you are thinking, I guess. It's in your mind, dinner all the time.
Nothing wrong with that, is it?
Definitely not. Just love your choice of food. 12 for 1, Pakistan after 3. Up and over. That's what Iram Javeed is all about. She likes to play it in the air. Another boundary for her.
Sweetly timed. She really gave herself some room. The length was there. And she really thumped it.
First boundary for Iram Javeed. Very exciting times for her. She's got an opportunity here. She's got the start. Can she take it along? Can she keep the cool? Can she keep the patience enough to get to see the team home? Not much target, 103 runs, not much pressure on her. Just needs to stay there till the end. Nicely driven. She's a real talent, this girl, Iram Javeed. She's been around for a while in Pakistan side. It's about time that he starts performing consistently. That's my friend Shah Faisal alongside me. Loves the food here in Karachi. Loves to go out.
Azim, our statistician. Mr. Mirza in the yellow. And the girls in the background. That's all of us here. Enjoying. Really, it's been wonderful to be a part of this series.
Excellent team. Short of 1. Protection there at deep square leg. 1 more run added to the total. It's a good opportunity for somebody like Muniba Ali. She's short of runs. Yeah, we've been talking about fielding efforts. Let's have a look at what Sri Lanka has done. Oh, look at that. They've given it away. They've given everything they have. Excellent effort. And again.
They're really putting in the hard yards in the field because they are really throwing themselves around, making up for the lack of runs, and they would have to continue to do that.
Thick edge. The fielder at third is inside the circle. That's what we usually see in T20 cricket. Always, although I'm never a fan of this fielder, third fielder inside the circle for the fast bowlers. It just puts extra pressure on the fast bowler because those thick edges will carry the ball for an easy boundary. Oh, that's dropped dead. Just as we were talking about their fielding efforts, they've just dropped one quite easy. She must be very disappointed. They needed early wickets. They've dropped a sitter.
Kobisha Dilhari, that went really hard at her, but it wasn't that difficult, the height, and she saw it coming all the way. So Sri Lanka needed that breakthrough. Probably she didn't see it in the background, but really a sitter, considering the way they were fielding.
Muniba Ali has lofted towards mid-wicket. A very interesting field setting for Muniba Ali. As we come to the end of 4 overs, it's 20 for 1 Pakistan. Flying high. Why not? Pakistan is definitely in a commanding position in this game. 103 runs, all they need to win this game. They're 20 for 1 at the moment. Muniba Ali is looking solid. Down the track, straight. There is protection. They should be looking to get 2? No, she settles for 1.
But Iram Javed, she's already got that life. Ever since she's come in, she looks very pleasant driver of the ball, and she's getting the middle of the bat. But she's taking too many chances too early, in my opinion. She's backing away. Look at that. She's hitting it in at a catchable height inside the ring. An absolute sitter. She's lucky to be there. As a batter, though, you have to... Once again, she lost her shape, trying to hit it too hard. I think she's a better player than that.
She definitely is. All she needs is just to keep some cool. She's got the start. That's another good effort. Remember, this is... Oh, that's better. Very good bowling. There was an opportunity. Ayman Anwar. She didn't have a good outing in this couple of matches that she's played. 1 wicket for her today.
We've been talking about Pakistan's top order. But that top order really needs some work, and probably runs will do their confidence a world of good. But talking about Iram, just finishing it off, because she looked very good. She looks very good, but she has to construct a longer innings. And for that, she needs to stay in the middle for longer. As we watch this change in field, Muniba has shown her inclination. But I think the skipper is not sure what she wants.
It's a similar sort of field position that we saw in the first inning when Nida Dar was bowling, packing one side, offside, and bowling to the field. Exactly that. This is better bowling. Sugatika, she did the damage in the first game early on, took a couple of wickets, both the openers in fact. But Munibali has been very sensible. Nicely swept. Oh, that's gone through. It was a good effort. She's not happy, and rightly so. Boundary's been given to Munibali.
Too short from Kumari. Allowed Muniba plenty of time to get underneath it. She's looking for that slider, angling it away. But Muniba covered the angle well. And good hands. That outfield once again deceiving the fielder there. She misjudged it. And by the time she realized it was too late and the ball had gone underneath her. Good boundary for Muniba.
Down the track. Oh, again falling short of the fielder there. Got to make the most of this opportunity. Muniba, 5 overs gone, 26 for 1, Pakistan.
Five overs done and dusted. Pakistan 26, 1 down. Gul Feroza yet again couldn't really capitalize the opportunity. Muniba and Iram Javed are looking feisty in the middle. Sri Lanka, yes, good fielding efforts, some sensible bowling, but they have to do a lot more than that.
Bowling change. Hasaranga. Rana. I believe when you're not getting any wickets and you've only gotten 100 runs or thereabouts, you can then experiment with the field, have a close-in fielder, take a risk, get a slip in to get wickets.
Stuck it nicely. Iram Javed, when she's in control, she really looks amazing with her decisive footwork. Well, definitely, Sri Lanka needs wicket. They cannot contain Pakistan. It's a long batting lineup. Bisma Maroof, Nida Dar, Alia to come in. They need to attack a bit more.
If I was Atapattu, I would have a close-in fielder for my spinners, get that wicket, And then as soon as we talked about it, there is a slip, and it's like she's heard us. So fantastic work from the ladies here and the ladies there.
Tossed up. We'll get a single for that. They've got decent spinners, pacers as well, but what they need is try and put Pakistan off their track, do something different, as you said, in the field, get someone right in front of the face of the batter. They are getting bit support from the surface, yes, but they have to create that false plan to make them push and play out of their comfort zone. No run there.
Well, they battled like a test match. As Nida Dar smiling away, happy, waiting for a chance. So having a nice cup of tea, I assume. So yeah, the Sri Lankans batted like a test match. Now it's time to field like in a test match. Have those close-in fielders, try and get wickets. Do both things right. If you bat like in a test match, then feel like a test match.
Iram definitely has other plans. She's searching to get a boundary. Sweeps it. Again, no connection whatsoever. 3 dot balls for her. Need to have a resolute plan. Pick up your bowlers. Look at that. Again, a slog.
I think she'd made up her mind on that she's going to play this particular shot on this ball.
Another dot. Just 2 coming off this over. 6 overs done. Pakistan 28 for 1. The comparison, Sri Lanka were 21 with 1 down. Pakistan slightly ahead, 28. With Kulfiroza falling. They've got ample experience, batters coming in. No need to hurry, but yes, they have to stay positive. A lot of crowd in, again for the second T20 International. Young girls. And we've got some crows as well. It's hot and humid, but still they're up and running for their food.
It's ravens looking for food and enjoying the match. A few overs ago, there was a drop chance, and that could have made a difference. We haven't gotten much runs. You got to feel, much better than that.
Down the track. Has she found enough on it? Yes, she does. Muniba Ali with the boundary, taking the charge now.
That was an excellent shot, using her feet, coming down and getting the result. Good shot. Just take a look at this. Flight head, couple of steps down and 4 runs. Good shot.
That's a good ploy. First delivery up, you go for the boundary, put pressure right away, back on the bowler. She kept it down, that's more important. In good shape, playing with the field. Push the mid off, back. Softly played, but no run. They just need to build this partnership, Muniba and Iram. No need to rush. They're well ahead.
Not a bad power play by Pakistan, 30-odd runs. Just 1 wicket. They've just lost 1 wicket, so they should cash in on the start.
Again using her feet. This time couldn't really found the middle of the bat. Muniba has a lot of potential. She has done well for Pakistan lately.
In the last match, she pressed the self-destruct button. She should be wary of that. And just as I spoke, once again, the self-destruct button by Muniba, playing the same shot, getting out on 45. There was no need to play this shot. And that is when you need to use your brains, when you're playing well, and just go on, make your name, make a name for your country, and get that win.
The length wasn't there, actually. Wanted to keep it down, but got the leading edge straight to the fielder. Yes, she is disappointed. It wasn't needed. She could have built an innings and finished the game. Nonetheless, Sri Lankans are celebrating. Muniba gone for 17, Pakistan 32 for 2. Skipper joining Iram in the middle now, Bisma Maroof. Always has been under immense pressure when it comes to batting. Look at those figures. Brilliant. Strike rate 92. Healthy average 110, not out. A lot of weight on her shoulders again in this game as well.
Last match, she played a good knock to get Pakistan across the line. Once again, she's needed in the middle. Pakistan 32 for 2. Muniba just lost a wicket unnecessarily. Really didn't have any need to play that shot.
Off the mark. First delivery, just working it around into the leg side. I'll have to correct myself. It wasn't 110 highest for Bisma. It was the matches. Here's Muniba Ali again just trying to accelerate. One too many shots. Ended up again throwing her wicket. She'll be disappointed. She's a way better player than this.
It's an art to construct your innings. You get the runs, you got some, one or two boundaries under your belt, and then you consolidate and just refrain from your mistakes that you've just made in the previous match. And that is what these young ladies have got to learn.
No run there. They've got slip in place. Sri Lanka is attacking now. 7 overs gone. Pakistan 33, 2 down. Four bowlers have been utilized. Just two successful. Achini, Kuliseria and Inoka, Ran Nabira. They've got a decent lineup, but they don't have enough on board. Can they manage to put some more pressure on Pakistan?
If they hold their catches and, they have these close-in fielders, do things out of the box thinking, can get them home Sri Lanka. Otherwise, it's just a very easy road ahead for Pakistan.
Oh, nicely played. But will pick up just a single. They've got protection. It's got a slip in for Bisma. They know the importance of her wicket.
A wicket here could really turn the tide towards Sri Lanka, because this is a slowish wicket. Ball's definitely not coming on the bat. Wickets do matter. In any form of the game, they can change the complexion. I mean, 360 degrees, which is a very popular word these days, 360 degrees. So wickets can do that.
Just trying to work it into the leg side. She normally likes to punch it down the ground or into the covers. Launches it over, and there's a chance. Yeah, it is. Sri Lanka yet again successfully managed to grab another wicket, and Pakistan have lost their third one. It's Iram Javed, the big one this time.
A wicket, flighted delivery, leading edge, and a good catch. She was trying to play it on the leg side. The ball went in a different direction. Good catch. And that's the wicket they needed. And that brings some life into this match.
She was dropped on 8th early. Iram Javed now gone for 11. Pakistan 34 for 3. Aisha Naseem, she has some reputation to hit it big, but right now she has to be very careful and build in partnership. These are the numbers, quite young to the side, but has ample potential. Look at that strike rate, 126.31.
That strike rate really gladdens my heart. It's good to see 126 strike rate.
Stray ball, that will be a wide. Yes, I know you want some entertainment. Maybe we can get it in form of Aisha Naseem.
You called it right. It's a T20 match. I want some 4s and 6s being hit. Crowd is here. They want that. We all want the same thing.
Left it. Gladly there was no fielder inside the circle. Off the mark, Aisha Naseem.
Look at that catch. Well taken. Was trying to play it on the leg side, but leading edge.
Nida Dar warming up once again. Wanted a run, but it hasn't been offered. We've got few names coming up with big reputations. Salim Jaffer, the bowling consultant for Pakistan women's team.
Trying to get singles, but Sri Lanka on top with that wicket.
8 overs gone, Pakistan 36 for 3. Alia Riaz all pad up. These are the 3 names coming in later. Let's hope it doesn't go beyond Nida. Nida, Alia, Fatma at 7. Really handy. Fatma Sana.
But you're not too confident about your former teammates, huh?
Aisha Naseem needs to build this partnership with Bisma Maroof. She has potential, yes, no doubt about it. But you have to be aware of the situation as well. Inoka, very experienced bowler. Oh, that was a beauty. It's beaten the outside edge. Just enough turn to trouble Aisha Naseem.
What a wonderful delivery that was. Had some bounce, some turn. Just look at this. Flighted, and then it got some turn and bounce. Both the friends of the spinner, turn and bounce. Fabulous.
You have to have a good keeper as well. Just staying a bit up front. This time managed to steal a single. Shamari trying to block that one but failed.
You talk about good keepers, their collection has to be nice and soft. They have to move with the ball, which is very essential when you're keeping against spinners who do turn the ball and get some bounce.
And also you need to read the variations of your bowlers as well. It's never easy with the armers and cutters and the sliders. Just keep an eye on the current and required run rate. It's not that far apart. Have a look at that. Lovely action. A typical left armer. Good high arm action. Just a bit angled. Could roll off the fingers as well.
She's from the land of Herat, so absolutely beautiful action.
It's tucked away nicely. Bisma will be pushing for the second one. Oh, a bit confusion. But everything is safe for Pakistan.
A wicket here, whether it comes in the shape of a run out or a catch or a boulder, would really set the cat amongst the pigeons. This is a crucial moment in this match.
Do you want to see her out in the middle? You've been jinxing Pakistan. Whenever you talk about wicket, one falls.
That's me being Nostradamus of cricket. Oh, I'm being in great form. What can I say?
Down the ground, wanted to pull it. Good fielding, but will pick up a couple. That's one area where Sri Lankan have really been excellent. That's the ground fielding. 9 overs gone. Pakistan 40 for 3. Two teams, let's have an over comparison. Not much difference. Yeah. It's ending on 43 and 40 with 3 and 2.
The score's pretty much level, but Pakistan's lost 1 wicket more than Sri Lanka, so that could be the difference. And wickets, you know, when you lose them in a tight match, low scoring match, it just becomes more exciting. So this is a crucial phase for Pakistan once again. And the batter to follow is Nida. And she's very exciting.
No run there. Bowling change. Kavisha Tilhari. The off spinner now. They've got a left-hander. Bisma Maroof on strike with a slip. Can she create some magic? As Pakistan spin on a slight slower mode, scored just 14 runs in previous 4 overs. Lost 2 wickets. Nicely done. Off the back foot. Grabbing a single.
You think it would have been a better idea to maybe send Nida, because she does get the runs at a fairer clip, a faster clip, and that could then release the pressure from the captain Bisma, instead of sending a youngster just very new to this form of cricket or any form of cricket.
Well, you need to groom your youngsters as well. Aisha Naseem has huge potential. She can hit big. You have to give the certain exposure as well. Slashing it hard, straight to the fielder. Was there a chance? The reaction might indicate that.
Maybe it just dropped right in front of her, but let's see. Oh, almost carried. Or did it? That could have been cat really amongst the pigeons then.
Yeah, it dipped and it was hammered by Aisha. Never easy.
So you like throwing children into the deep end straight away, like children in the swimming pool when they're 2 or 3 years old, rather than having a seasoned campaigner.
Where else are you going to give the exposure to the youngsters? I mean, these are the tailor-made situations for them to come, especially when you've got a senior counterpart like Bisma out in the middle. These are the series where you have to give them confidence. Oh, beaten everything. Bisma Maroof just lingering on the back foot. That's a bye.
That was a beautiful delivery, so nicely bowled. Look at the action and look at the flight, and almost got her. That would have made things pretty serious. Pakistan lucky not to lose that wicket.
Huge bat and pad gap, wanted to work it into the leg side. clicking the scoreboard, Aisha Naseem. 10 overs gone, Pakistan 44, 3 down.
पाकिस्तान 44 रन बनाकर 3 विकेट्स गवा बैठे हैं। 3 टॉप ऑर्डर बैटर्स मुनीबा अली, गुल फिरोजा, इरम जावेद आउट होने वाली बैटर्स। 17 रन बना सके मुनीबा अली जो टॉप स्कोरर रही। एक बार नजर डालते हैं कि किस तरीके से ये 3 विकेट्स हासिल किए हैं श्रीलंकन वुमेन ने। आउट होने वाली पहली प्लेयर, ये शानदार कैच रहा, ये विकेट जाएगी फील्डर के नाम पे। मुनीबा अली ने बहुत ज्यादा सब्र का इम्तिहान सब्र किया, लेकिन स्वीप शॉट से बाज नहीं आई और अपनी विकेट गवा बैठी। ये भी एक आसान सी विकेट, इरम जावेद अच्छा आगाज मिल गया था लेकिन बहुत ही आसानी से अपनी विकेट गवा दी इरम जावेद ने भी। अकील समर मेरे साथ मौजूद हैं।
यहाँ स्पिनर्स ने ये जाल बुना है और तीनों के पास एक एक विकेट हासिल हुई है और यही लग रहा है नेम ऑफ द गेम आने वाले आखिरी 10 ओवर्स के लिए। एमा कंचाना गेंद करने के लिए आए हैं अब कमेंट्री पोजीशन एंड से, और कहीं ना कहीं टारगेट भी करना पड़ेगा क्योंकि वो जो जमूद आपको लग रहा है कि तारी हो रहा है वो आड़े भी आ सकता है। आयशा नसीम इस मौके से फ़ायदा उठाना चाहती हैं, ये बड़े अरसे के बाद इस सीरीज़ को खेल रही हैं, जबकि बिस्मा मारूफ एक एक्सपीरियंस कैंपेनर हैं, अमंग द रन्स भी हैं जो कि उन्होंने वर्ल्ड कप में मुकाबले खेले। एक्सपीरियंस है एमा कंचाना, 25 मैचेस में नुमाइंदगी कर चुकी हैं।
अच्छे तरीके से ड्राइव किया, प्रोटेक्शन वहाँ मौजूद है, एक ही रन बन पाएगा आयशा नसीम के लिए। अकील अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है आयशा नसीम के लिए, यंगस्टर हैं, अपना 9वां मैच खेल रही हैं, ज़्यादा टारगेट भी नहीं है, बिस्मा मारूफ साथ खेल रही हैं, तो एक अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है कि अपना जो टैलेंट है वो शोकेस कर सकें यहाँ पे।
और साथ अपनी बैटर्स को शायद बताने की ज़रूरत भी है बिस्मा मारूफ को कि शॉट सिलेक्शन आपकी कहाँ लैग करती है, क्योंकि बहुत बड़ा डेटा सेट है अब हमारे पास वर्ल्ड कप में मुड़ के देखने का, और उसमें ज़्यादातर जो कि पाकिस्तान की ख़राब परफॉर्मेंस थी, गो के कई मौके पर वो हाईलाइट भी रही हैं, लेकिन ज़्यादातर वो गई हैं उस मरहून मिन्नत एक ख़राब शॉट सिलेक्शन के, जिसको बिस्मा मारूफ गाहे बगाए ख़ुद भी रियलाइज़ करती रही हैं। और अब इनको लीड करना पड़ेगा विद द एक्शन फ्रॉम द फ्रंट कि किस अंदाज से चेस को लीड किया जाएगा।
ओ ये बॉल लो रहा है, यहाँ पे बहुत लकी होंगी कि बिस्मा, क्योंकि अगर ये बॉल लाइन में गिरा होता तो यकीनी ये बहुत मुश्किल हो जाती बिस्मा के लिए, क्योंकि वाइड बॉल थी, थोड़ा बाहर था, इसीलिए मैं कहूँगा कि लकी रही बिस्मा मारूफ। टेंडेंसी है इस पिच में कि कोई अक्सर बॉल लो रह जाता है, यहाँ पे बहुत लकी रही हैं बिस्मा। और डिसअपॉइंटमेंट जो है ये एक्शंस ये बता रहे हैं कि बहुत करीबी मामला था ये। ऐसा लग रहा है अकील जैसे हम पहला ही मैच दोबारा से देख रहे हैं, सेम से सॉर्ट ऑफ सिचुएशन है। इसी तरीके से बिस्मा खेल रही थी, उनका साथ निदा डार ने दिया था, इस बार आयशा नसीम मौजूद हैं। 107 रन पहले मैच में करने थे, यहाँ पे 103 रन करने हैं, तो ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं है उस मैच में और इसमें।
फील्डिंग अच्छी हुई है श्रीलंका की, जो कि अब तक फर्क लाने में कामयाब रही है।
अच्छे तरीके से टाइम किया, प्लेसमेंट भी शानदार रही है बिस्मा की जानिब से। ये बॉल चला जाएगा 4 रन के लिए। यहाँ 24 बॉलों के बाद पहली बाउंड्री हासिल की है पाकिस्तान साइड ने, बिस्मा मारूफ के बल्ले से आते हुए 4 रन, और इसके साथ ही पाकिस्तान टीम ने अपने 50 रन मुकम्मल किए 3 विकेट्स गवा के।
बड़ी शानदार प्लेसमेंट का मुजाहरा किया, बैट को नीचे लेकर आई ऊपर से और जमीन के साथ लगाए शॉट को निकालने में कामयाब रही पाकिस्तान की कप्तान, अपने तजर्बे का भरपूर फ़ायदा उठाते हुए। बिल्कुल कदम ब कदम चल रहा है पाकिस्तान श्रीलंका के साथ। 11वें ओवर में उनके भी 50 रन मुकम्मल हुए थे और ऐसे ही नुकसानात का सामना करना पड़ा था, लेकिन ड्राइविंग सीट में अभी कह सकते हैं कि पाकिस्तान।
ये अच्छी क्रिकेट है, बिस्मा मारूफ बहुत ही तजर्बेकार हैं। पहली बाउंड्री थर्ड की जानिब खेल के हासिल की, अगला बॉल टाइम किया, कवर की जानिब 1 रन हासिल किया। जो मुझे लगा अभी तक दोनों टीमों में जो डिफरेंस है अकील, वो एक्सपीरियंस का रहा है। बॉलिंग की अगर हम बात करें, ऑल्दो तुबा हसन एक डेब्यूटेंट थी, लेकिन उन्होंने बहुत मैच्योरिटी से बॉलिंग की। अगर बाकी टीम पे हम नजर डालें तो एक्सपीरियंस पाकिस्तान टीम में बहुत ज़्यादा है इन कंपैरिजन टू श्रीलंकन साइड।
2-3 खिलाड़ी हैं जो कि कंटिन्यू कर रही हैं। इसके अलावा चमारी अतापतू जो कि एक नई कप्तान के तौर पे उभरी हैं और उन्होंने कम से कम अपनी बैटिंग के हवाले से क्रेडेंशियल्स को प्रूव किया और अब उनके लिए एक चैलेंज दरपेश है कि किस अंदाज से कदम जमाती हैं बहसत कप्तान के। ये फुल टॉस बनी, इसका फ़ायदा उठाया, कदमों का इस्तेमाल किया, लेकिन इन दी एंड डीप में अच्छी फील्ड करने में कामयाब रही नहीं। गेंद हाथों में लगने के बाद बाउंड्री लाइन क्रॉस कर गई, जो कि गेंद रोक ली जानी चाहिए थी, चौके के लिए गई।
जी हाँ, ये आयशा नसीम की खास बात है, बड़े हिट बहुत कमाल से मारती हैं। एक बार फिर बैक ऑफ द हैंड बॉल था, स्लोअर वन था, बॉल डिप जरूर कर रहा था, लेकिन प्लेसमेंट बहुत कमाल की रही, सीधा खेलने की कोशिश की। यहाँ पे थोड़ा बेहतर एफर्ट की जरूरत थी फील्डर की जानिब से, क्योंकि ज्यादा रन्स नहीं है जो आप डिफेंड कर रहे हैं, 1-1 रन रोकना जरूरी होगा श्रीलंका के लिए। बेहतर एफर्ट यहाँ पे रिक्वायर्ड थी, शायद एक ऑकवर्ड बाउंस यहाँ पे फील्डर के सामने हुआ। इस बार फिर शानदार तरीके से लॉन्ग ऑन के जानिब खेल के 1 और रन हासिल करेंगी आयशा नसीम। 12 रन इस ओवर में आया आमा कांचना के लिए। 56 पाकिस्तान 3 विकेट्स के नुकसान पे। सैंतालीस रन 7 बॉलें। अकील समर इक्वेशन जो है वो पाकिस्तान के हक में है, क्योंकि बैटिंग काफ़ी बाकी है। एमन अनवर बैट कर लेती हैं, आलिया रियाज हम जानते हैं बहुत शानदार तरीके से बड़ी हिट मारती हैं, फातिमा सना भी, निदा डार जिन्होंने बहुत ही क्रूशल इनिंग खेली थी पहले मैच में, 36 रन बनाए थे, लेकिन वो जो टाइम था उस 36 रन का वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट था। बिस्मा मारूफ के साथ मिलकर उन्होंने मैच फिनिश किया था और यही हम देखना चाहते हैं।
ज़बरदस्त इंतजाम हैं इन स्कूल्स के बच्चों और बच्चियों के लिए जो कि यहाँ पर आए हैं। साथ साथ हमने रिफ्रेशमेंट को भी एंजॉय करते देखा और अब शाम की हवा भी चल रही है।
एक हाथ से ही खेल दिया है, फील्डर वहां मौजूद है। एक बार ऐसा लगा शायद गैप में बॉल गया और बड़ा हिट है, लेकिन क्योंकि हवा इतनी तेज चल रही है तो जो भी बॉल हवा में जाएगी उनको बहुत ज़्यादा जोर लगाना पड़ेगा बैटर्स को। और हमने देखा कि आयशा नसीम बहुत जोर से हिट मारती हैं, लेकिन इस बार जो था शायद टो एंड पे लगा है बैट के और उस तरीके से टाइम नहीं कर पाई, सिर्फ 1 ही रन मिल सका। ये शानदार क्रिकेट है, ये एक्सपीरियंस है। बिस्मा मारूफ बहुत ही शानदार प्लेयर है। सारी दोनों टीम को अगर हम मिला के देखें ये अलग नज़र आती हैं, और इसकी वजह ये है क्योंकि जो सिंगल लेने की कैपेबिलिटी है, जो गैप लेने की कैपेबिलिटी है, ये इनमें बखूबी जानती हैं बिस्मा।
जी हाँ, वो शादी राना सिंह का ये 3रा ओवर है, विकेट भी हासिल कर चुके हैं और कंटेन भी किया उन्होंने अब तक, तो पूरी रिस्पेक्ट देती नज़र आ रही हैं ये स्पिनर्स को। दूसरी तरफ पिछले ओवर में टारगेट किया 12 रन बना के मीडियम पेसर को।
ओह गॉड, जो 1 सेकंड के लिए लगा जैसे बॉल हाथ में फंस गया। बहुत ही शानदार एफर्ट यहाँ पे राणा सिंह की जानिब से। अनलकी रही कि बॉल हाथ में फंस नहीं सका, और एक और बहुत ही लकी इसके बैटर के लिए।
2 चांसेस मिले हवा में उछल के, बल्कि तीसरी मरतबा भी फंबल करके बिल्कुल आंखों के सामने ये चांस ड्रैगन चला गया, जो कि कॉस्ट करेगा श्रीलंका को।
बैकफुट पे अच्छा पंच खेला है, फील्डर वहाँ मौजूद हैं। जी हाँ, कॉस्ट तो अब करेगा क्योंकि यहाँ पे श्रीलंका को विकेट चाहिए, पाकिस्तान को रन्स चाहिए, और अगर आप कैचेस ड्रॉप करेंगे तो बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगा। जैसे आपने कहा अभी कि विकेट्स तो हासिल करनी होंगी अगर मैच में वापस रहना है तो। ये अच्छी क्रिकेट है। ओह, ये खराब क्रिकेट है श्रीलंका की जानिब से। ये बॉल बहुत ही आराम से फील्डर की जानिब गया था, लेकिन शायद थोड़ा स्लो हो गई रिएक्ट करने में और 4 रन आसानी से दे दिए पाकिस्तान को।
और हौसले मुज्तमा करने का मौका मिलेगा आयशा नसीम को इस शॉट के साथ, जो कि डेस्परेट नज़र आ रही थी शॉट्स के लिए, ख़ासतौर पर ड्रॉप कैच के बाद से खासी दौड़ लगाई थी, 10 कदम भागती हुई आई, लेकिन परफेक्ट अंदाज से डाइव ना कर सकी वहाँ पर मौजूद फील्डर, और यूँ ये कीमती चौका हासिल किया है। बहुत बड़ा टारगेट नहीं है और हर ऐसी बाउंड्री आसान करेगी पाकिस्तान के सफ़र को।
यह सबसे कमाल बात जो हमें नजर आई है आयशा नसीम की, वो इंटेंशन है कि वो रन्स लेने के लिए, स्कोर करने की इंटेंशन से बैटिंग कर रही हैं। और यही T20 में हम देखते हैं एक बैटर में। 12 ओवर से अख्ताम पे 63 पर 3 पाकिस्तान। काफी कंफर्टेबल होगा अभी पाकिस्तान का ये कैंप।
अली, आप सर्दियों में बहुत आते हैं कराची, बल्कि आपको तो फर्स्ट होम बन जाता है उस सीज़न में, और ये नॉर्मल सीज़न से हट के क्रिकेट हो रही है, लेकिन उम्मीद है कि कराची की हवाएं आपका अच्छा इस्तकबाल कर रही होंगी। मरतूब ज़रूर होती है, नहीं कि खासी ह्यूमिडिटी होती है, लेकिन कम अज़ कम आई थिंक ख़ासतौर पर सेंट्रल पंजाब, जहाँ पर खासा हब्स भी है, टेम्परेचर भी ज़्यादा है, कंपेरेटिवली आप समुद्र के करीब कंफर्टेबल महसूस कर रहे हैं, जो कि नज़र भी आ रहा है।
जहाँ काश आप प्री मैच शो हमारे साथ करें बाहर खड़े होके, और जिस तरीके से पसीना निकलता है आपको भी अंदाज़ा हो कि कैसा मौसम है। लेकिन आज मौसम बेहतर रहा है, हवा बहुत शानदार तरीके से चल रही है। लेकिन जो पहला मैच था उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा ह्यूमिडिटी थी, और मैं क्रेडिट देता हूँ इन गर्ल्स को कि जिस तरह का तरीके से ये यहाँ पे परफॉर्म कर रही हैं, खेल रही हैं। आसान नहीं है कंडीशंस, हम तो इसी के कमरे में बैठे हैं, काफ़ी आसान है, लेकिन उनके लिए वो ज़्यादा मुश्किलात हैं। इनोका रनावीरा बॉलिंग जारी रखेंगी, अपना तीसरा ओवर करेंगी, 1 विकेट हासिल कर चुकी हैं। ओह, एक बार फिर जोर से मारना चाहती थी, शायद टाइम करें, सिंगल लेने की कोशिश करें, क्योंकि सिंगल्स आपका काम बना देगा।
दूसरे एंड से भी तब्दीली की है, देखते हुए कि मीडियम पेसर उनके हक में रिजल्ट्स नहीं लेकर आ रही, और एक मरतबा फिर डेस्परेशन नजर आई आयशा नसीम के पार्ट पे।
और एक बार फिर बड़ा शॉट मारना चाहती थी, सभी बीट हो गए। बॉल जा रही है थर्ड की जानिब, 2 रन जरूर होंगे। अंपायर का फैसला देखना होगा, क्या ये बाय है या बैट से क्या है। जी हाँ, फैसल अफरीदी का इशारा कि ये बाय है, सबको ही बीट करती हुई बॉल चली गई।
और यही वो लम्हात हैं जहां पर श्रीलंका अपने आप को कोस रहा होगा, जो आपके डॉट बॉल सामने मौजूद थी, अगर वो कुछ ज़्यादा ना होती तो फिर ये 15-20 रन का फ़र्क पाकिस्तान को मज़ीद दबाव में डाल सकता था। अभी शायद उतना नहीं है कि पाकिस्तान पैनिक करे और वो टुकड़ों में चला जाए। अभी भी खासा वक्त बाकी है और रन इतने ज़्यादा नहीं, कप्तान भी मौजूद।
एक बार फिर फ्लैट बैट से खेली हैं। इंटेंशंस कमाल की रही हैं आयशा नसीम की जाने से। ज़्यादा अभी स्टाइलिश तो नहीं नजर आई हैं, लेकिन हमने ये देखा है कि बहुत ज़ोर से शॉट मारने जाती हैं, और जब ऐसे बैटर का जो दिन होता है, अगर उनकी लगना शुरू हो जाती हैं तो उनको रोकना नामुमकिन हो जाता है। ये अच्छा साइन है पाकिस्तान टीम के लिए कि 2-3 यंग बैटर्स, बॉलर्स अब टीम में शामिल हुई हैं। तुबा हसन का जिक्र करें, एक बहुत ही शानदार लेग स्पिनर टीम में शामिल हुई हैं। गुल फिरोज़ा के बारे में बहुत सुना है, लेकिन हम उस तरीके से उनको देख नहीं पाए हैं, लेकिन आई एम श्योर अगर वो पाकिस्तान टीम तक पहुंची हैं तो बहुत टैलेंट होगा उनमें। आयशा नसीम भी एक उनमें ऐसे ही प्लेयर हैं। फील्ड चेंज करते हुए डीप मिड विकेट पे फील्डर, डीप कवर पे फील्डर को ले गई हैं बिस्मा की बारी में। स्पिन हमने देखा अकील, दोनों मैचेस में स्पिन डेफिनेटली मिला है, लेकिन अगर आप स्लो स्पिन करते हैं, स्लो जैसे निदा डार बॉलिंग कर रही थी, अगर आप स्लो करते हैं तो ज़्यादा इफेक्टिव होते हैं। एग्जैक्टली इस बार भी उन्होंने बहुत स्लो करने की बॉल कोशिश की है, जो बीट हुई है।
एब्सोल्युटली इंतजार करना पड़ा गेंद के आने के लिए, फिर भी बीट हुई। और एक मरतबा फिर रन हासिल करने की नाकाम कोशिश, लेकिन दूसरी तरफ श्रीलंका की कप्तान लपकी हैं गेंद पे और मौका नहीं दिया आगे आने का। इंटरेस्टिंग गेम हो सकता है कि अगर अगले 2 ओवर्स में कम से कम 2 विकेट हासिल करने में कामयाब हो श्रीलंका, जो कि इन्हीं स्पिनर्स के ज़रिए से हो सकता है। अच्छे अंदाज से बीट कर रही हैं
या ऐसे आसानी से खेलती है मिड विकेट के जाने बैकफुट पे। बिस्वा मारूफ का फुटवर्क भी कमाल का है। 13 ओवर्स का इख्तिताम हुआ, 67 पर 3 पाकिस्तान।
मई का महीना कराची में, जहां पर मानसून की आमद से पहले की हवाएं अपने पूरे जोबन पे नज़र आती हैं। रोशनियों का शहर कराची, जहां पर पूरे मुल्क और ख़ासतौर पर दुनिया के कई हिस्सों से आए हुए लोगों के आपको कल्चर्स, इनका रहन सहन, खाना पीना सब मिलेगा। और ये बड़ी हौसला अफजा बात है कि सीज़न से हट के भी पाकिस्तान में क्रिकेट मैनेज हो पा रही है। इसके साथ साथ हमने सुना है कि जूनियर PSL के जो प्लान्स अनाउंस किए गए हैं वो बड़े हौसला अफजा हैं, जो कि नौजवानों को मौका देंगे कि वो बिग स्ट्रीम क्रिकेट में आ सकें। और फिर यूं भी अली बड़ा बिजी सीज़न है, जहां पर टॉप ऑफ द लाइन कंट्रीज़ ने आना, जो कि इससे पहले महज एक ख्वाब था। ऑस्ट्रेलिया आ चुका है, देन इंग्लैंड, न्यूजीलैंड, ये सब प्लान्ड है। और उम्मीद यही है कि ये मज़ीद इस खेल को फ़रोग करने में, जिसको हम सब चाहते हैं, मौका देगा।
से शानदार तरीके से स्वीप किया है बिस्वा मारूफ ने, एक ही रन बन पाएगा। जी हाँ बिल्कुल, वकील क्रेडिट तो देना होगा PCB को कि जिस तरीके से अपना जो केस पुटअप किया है इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट में कि पाकिस्तान में टीम्स आएँ और खेलें। अभी हमने देखा ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम ने अपना फुल फ्लेज दौरा किया, वेस्ट इंडीज़ की टीम की आमद है, तो क्रेडिट तो डेफिनेटली पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट बोर्ड को जाता है जिस तरीके से इस सारी चीज़ को मैनेज किया गया है। और पाकिस्तान के ग्राउंड्स में जो रौनक है वो दोबारा वापस आ गई है। हवा में खेल बैठी हैं लेकिन शायद सेफ हो जाएंगे। जी हाँ, टाइमिंग उस तरीके से मौजूद नहीं थी, एक ही रन बन पाएगा। तो एक अच्छा आगाज ये आयशा नसीम के लिए, उस तरीके से स्टाइलिश तो नहीं लगती लेकिन इफेक्टिव डेफिनेटली हैं ये।
तो सिर्फ शॉर्ट गेंद थी, क्रीज का इस्तेमाल करती नजर आ रही हैं दोनों बैटर्स अब, और ऑफ द बैक फुट एग्जीक्यूट नहीं कर सके पूरी कुव्वत के साथ शॉट, जो कि बिलाखिर अच्छा साबित हुआ आयशा के लिए कि फील्डर तक कैरी नहीं किया।
और अच्छे तरीके से टाइम किया था लेकिन गैप नहीं ढूंढ पाई कप्तान बिस्वा मारूफ। 12 रन्स पर मौजूद है, 18 बॉलें, 19 बॉलें इनफैक्ट उन्होंने सामना किया है, लेकिन अफोर्ड कर सकती हैं अभी, क्योंकि जो रिक्वायर्ड रेट है वो सिर्फ 5.37 की है। एक बार फिर हमने देखा कि ऑफ साइड पे जो फील्ड है आज बॉलर्स ने बहुत पैक करके रखी है, क्योंकि शायद स्लो कर रही हैं बॉल, तो उसने आसानी से आप टाइम नहीं कर पा रहे हैं। आप देख सकते हैं आप स्क्रीन पे 3 फील्डर्स कट पे मौजूद हैं, एक्स्ट्रा कवर पे भी फील्डर मौजूद हैं, डीप में कोई फील्डर मौजूद नहीं है। तो जब स्लो बॉल आप करते हैं तो ज्यादा चांसेस हैं कि जब वो कट मारेंगे तो इन्हीं फील्डर्स के हाथ में बॉल जाएगा। और उसका इलाज स्वीप शॉट है, शानदार तरीके से खेल के एक और रन हासिल किया। 14 ओवर्स का इख्तिताम, 70 पर 3 पाकिस्तान।
ऑलमोस्ट टो टू टो पाकिस्तान और श्रीलंका, लेकिन पाकिस्तान हर गुजरते ओवर के साथ कतरा बकतरा आगे होता जा रहा है। 70 पे 3 और बड़ा सफ़र बाकी नहीं है। आने वाले 6 ओवर्स में मैच 33 रन 7 विकेट्स के साथ लगभग वैसी ही तस्वीर पेश करते हैं जो कि इससे पहले पिछले T20 इंटरनेशनल में पाकिस्तान ने फतह हासिल की। एक और गेम है और उसके साथ साथ वनडे इंटरनेशनल, जिसमें यकीनन ये उम्मीद है कि ये जो न्यू लुक श्रीलंका की साइड है ये बेहतर अंदाज से फाइट पुटअप करने में कामयाब हो सकेगी, क्योंकि ट्रेडिशनली शायद इन नए खिलाड़ियों की आमद से पहले इनकी परफॉर्मेंस उतनी ज़्यादा क्वेश्चन मार्क का शिकार नहीं रहती थी। ये भी एक नए रीबिल्डिंग के प्रोसेस से गुजर रहे हैं और इसमें भी हमें वो टैलेंट नज़र आता है जो कि कम से कम ODI में फ़ाइट पुटअप कर सके और एक इंटरेस्टिंग गेम बनाए।
ये अच्छी क्रिकेट है। जब तक बिस्मा मारूफ क्रीज पे रहेंगी सिंगल्स आते रहेंगे, रोटेशन ऑफ द स्ट्राइक रहेगी। ये बहुत शानदार तरीके से प्लेस करती हैं बॉल को, टाइमिंग बहुत कमाल की रहती है। अकॉर्डिंग टू द सिचुएशन खेलती हैं, पाकिस्तान की सबसे कामयाब बैटर हैं। जो रिक्वायर्ड रन हैं वो 32 हैं। 35 बॉलों का पाकिस्तान ने सामना करना है। स्कोरर्स, ऑफिशियल स्कोरर्स हमारी स्क्रीन पर मौजूद हैं। बहुत ही मेहनती, बहुत ही काबिल, क्योंकि कंडीशन सबके लिए मुश्किल है और बाहर बैठ के स्कोरिंग करना तो अकील बहुत मुश्किल है, इसी में बैठ के बात करना आसान है।
समुंदर यहाँ से ज्यादा दूरी पे नहीं है।
एक बार फिर जोरदार तरीके से शॉट मारा है, लेकिन फील्डर मौजूद हैं। बहुत हैरान कुन तौर पे आयशा नसीम सिर्फ 17 साल की हैं और जिस तरीके से वो बैटिंग करती हैं, जिस फोर्स से वो बैटिंग करती हैं, वो कमाल की है और डेफिनेटली एक ब्राइट फ्यूचर है इनका पाकिस्तान के लिए। T20 क्रिकेट में ऐसे पावरफुल प्लेयर्स की जरूरत होती है।
जी हाँ, क्राउड पिछले गेम से बेहतर है और अब शाम के लम्हात में वो धूप में बैठने को भी माइंड नहीं कर रहे। साए गहरे हो रहे हैं, धूप अब मध्यम होती जा रही है, तपिश लगभग ख़त्म हो चुकी है शाम की धूप से। और जहाँ तक हम समुंदर की बात कर रहे थे, शायद कराची के सबसे करीब तरीन जो कि समुंदर के ऑलमोस्ट किनारे ग्राउंड वाक़ हैं, उनमें शुमार किया जाता है। आपको मैं रास्ता ज़रूर बता सकता हूँ, लेकिन
रास्ता बता सकते हैं लेकिन नहीं जा सकेंगे आप।
अरे अपने अपने तकाजे हैं जगह के, लेकिन बहरहाल तकाजे के हिसाब से अब बैटिंग करती नज़र आ रही हैं और स्ट्राइक को रोटेट करने की कोशिश दोनों के दरमियान जारी। गुड पार्टनरशिप जो कि अब ऑलमोस्ट रनर बॉल के औसत के साथ रन बनाते हुए।
या ऐसी ही पार्टनरशिप पहले मैच में हमने देखी थी निदा डार और बिस्मा के दरमियान, और इस बार आयशा नसीम निदा डार वाला रोल निभा रही है और यही एक अच्छी टीम की निशानी है कि अब एक प्लेयर नहीं करेगा तो दूसरा करेगा, दूसरा नहीं करेगा तो तीसरा करेगा। और वर्ल्ड कप की जो डिजास्टर्स एक कैंपेन थी पाकिस्तान की, जिसमें एक ही मैच जीत सके, उसके बाद से अभी तक हमें बहुत इंप्रूवमेंट नजर आई है। पहले मैच में फील्डिंग शानदार रही और आई एम श्योर डेविड हैम जो कोच हैं पाकिस्तान वुमेन टीम के, उन्होंने बहुत ज़्यादा मेहनत की है, बहुत काम किया है फील्डिंग पे। ग्राउंड फील्डिंग कमाल की रही पहले मैच में, आज भी हमने देखा बहुत शानदार रही। बॉलिंग शानदार रही। तूबा के आने से बहुत ज़्यादा होप आ गई है स्पिन डिपार्टमेंट में पाकिस्तान के। तो आई एम श्योर आने वाले, जैसे अभी आयरलैंड जाएंगे ट्राई नेशन के लिए, कॉमनवेल्थ गेम खेलनी है T20, तो काफ़ी उम्मीद अब पाकिस्तान टीम से आ गई है। डॉट बॉल के साथ ओवर का इख्तिताम हुआ। 15 ओवर्स के बाद 74 पर 3 पाकिस्तान।
The captain steering the ship steadily. Great partnership. 40 of just 45 deliveries with Aisha Naseem. Pakistan just 29 runs away of 30 deliveries. Sri Lanka, they need a miracle to put Pakistan a bit of under pressure.
Definitely the difference between the two teams has been Bisma Maroof in the middle order, that calming influence. And she found a partner in Nida Dar in the first game, and now steering the youngster Aisha with her.
Kavisha into her third over. They've got decent bowlers, have done well in the fielding, but again, not enough runs on the board to challenge Pakistan.
Also, that fielding part was really impressive in the first half. The heat has got to them. They've made some mistakes in the last few overs.
Down the track, nudging it around for singles. That's all they need.
Talking about that fielding effort, they were really impressive. But in the last half an hour or so, once that partnership has started to build, they made a few mistakes along the ground. They didn't have enough runs to play with. That's really crucial to do the skill for the entirety of the 20 overs if you want to be competitive at the international level.
That's her game, that's her strength. Rotational strikes. Loves to play with the angles. Picks up the gap beautifully.
Pretty much a similar situation to the first game as we watch Nida, Ali and Fatma to come. But Pakistan's top order, once again, those 3 wickets fell really cheaply. And where do you see the problem, Marina, in that top order?
Backed herself up and played straight over the fence for 6. Aisha Naseem, it wasn't middled, quite sure, but she managed to get the distance. That's the power she has.
Incredible stroke off the back foot to generate that much of power. That ball set up nicely for her, but she went deep in the crease. And interesting, the option she chose, she didn't go with a horizontal bat and hit it square off the wicket. She went straight back over the top of the bowler's head, almost, and clearing the long on fielder with ease. Look at her. That angle of the bat, she picked that area. Interesting, incredible.
That's the power she has and the effect she can create. Down the track. That's smart cricket. She picked up the length early, it wasn't there to be hit, and they've worked themselves to grab a couple. 50 partnership up among these two. Brilliant.
Wonderful partnership coming at exactly a run a ball. This has been very good from Aisha and very impressive as well. She stayed back in the crease on the previous delivery, and this one she preempted the length of the bowlers, went down, and even when it wasn't there to be hit, she just placed it and got a couple of runs.
Again, backing a little bit. And she's found the gap once again. Beautifully put. It was just time to perfection. Another boundary of this over. Aisha Naseem is on fire.
Most expensive over of the match. 14 runs off the over, and Aisha's power is all too evident for everyone to see. Slightly shorter delivery once again. This time she went with the horizontal bat that I was talking about. Found the area in the mid-wicket fence. She has got the range. She's shown that in this over. Similar lengths, and she found boundaries in different areas of the ground. Very impressive. It's really the impetus that the Pakistan team needed in the middle overs. We have the usual suspects of Bisma Maroof, Alia Riaz, Nida Dar, but this youngster really is coming to the fore. Good addition, it seems, in the batting department.
Definitely. She has a lot of potential. She can hit long and hard. Oh, that was a definite chance. Stancing down the track, Bisma was beaten. And beaten was the keeper as well.
That kept very, very low. If you look at the keeper, she stood up too early, and the ball just trickled along the floor, almost hit her on the boot. Really very, very difficult, to be honest.
That's a good quick single. Oh, and a misfield as well. Things are not working for Sri Lanka. It will roll away for the boundary.
The wheels are coming off. Sri Lankan team really tried to insert a lot of pressure in the first half of the innings. Didn't have enough runs to play with, and now buckling under pressure. Freebie for Pakistan. 5 of this delivery.
Shamaria Tapatu. Wasn't a bad attempt, obviously. She had to go for that throw, but the backup, she wasn't in line.
She didn't anticipate. She didn't cover the right angles. You're right, Athapathu had to take a chance. But like I said, in the last half, the fielding has slipped. The standards they set in the first 10 overs were extremely high.
Courtesy of Aisha Naseem, pushing the panic button. Oh, she picked it up. Has she got the connection? Yes, she has. Couple of bounces into the fence. Another boundary to Aisha Naseem.
Another incredible stroke. She's really showing us her full repertoire of strokes on the onside. This time she just stayed in her crease, got underneath the ball and just flicked it with a lot of bottom hand and plenty of power. Her balance when she plays on that back foot is really good. Still had, look at that. She got into position early and had the area in her mind.
Oh, that's really mature cricket from Aisha Naseem. Just tuckling it down for a single after the boundary.
That's even more impressive. That's the areas where you want to do your rotation of strike. This is risk-free cricket, hitting it down the ground, and after a boundary, get herself onto the non-striker end.
Another quick single. That's what you will get from Bisma when she's in the middle, always looking to score runs.
These two have really complemented each other very nicely. This is Aisha's innings, straight down the ground to start off. Then this incredible hit over the right shoulder of the long off fielder. And then towards mid-wicket.
Into the leg side. They are pushing for a double and no, it's been turned down. 100 up for Pakistan. The loss of 3 wickets.
"17 gone, 100 for 3.
Bali started off well once again, got the start, but again threw her wicket on 17, Iram Javed 11. But the partnership, Bisma and Aisha Naseem, crucial one, steadying things for Pakistan, have been immaculate and decisive in their plans. Still out in the middle. Just 3 required now.
Sri Lankan bowlers had to work hard. They didn't have enough runs to work with. Wickets were shared around between Kula Surya, Rana Singh and Ranavira. But 102 never looked like enough. And Pakistan is really cruising now with just 3 runs away from the victory. Impressive, Aisha. Look at that strike rate. 41 of just 30 deliveries in the middle overs. This is something really special that we've seen today.
Down the track, she takes the aerial route. Has she got the distance? Oh, barely. Just 1 bounce over the fence. Aisha Naseem wins the game for Pakistan. Another victory, and they have backed the series.
And in a spectacular style as well. Wonderful blow, great use of the feet. And for a moment, it looked like it was going to go all the way. Remember, it was slightly against the wind. That's why it just fell inside. Great scenes here. Pakistan have clinched the series here. And thoroughly deserved, because they've been the better side with the bat, with the ball, and in the field. And the performance all around the lineup here for Pakistan team. Senior players contributing, the youngsters coming to the fore as well. The other day it was Tuba with the ball, and today Aisha with the bat. Magnificent win for Pakistan.
Promising signs for Pakistan, the youngsters standing up. It's one thing to give opportunity to the youngster, but it's another to make sure that player capitalize on it. Magnificent innings from Aisha Naseem, 45 of just 31. Took her time, but then got into the groove and made sure Bisma and Aisha take Pakistan over the line.
Crowds thoroughly enjoyed this performance from Pakistan. Like I said, they were sensational in the field, but that run chase was really convincing after the early setbacks. The top order batters will be kicking themselves for not grabbing the opportunity, but Aisha Naseem certainly did. She showed everyone what she's capable of. She's a big, strong girl, and she really packed some solid punches The power was there for everyone to see, and she showed the range, and that means that Pakistan has sealed the series with one still to go.
Sri Lanka has to do a lot, especially in the batting order. They've got a decent bowling side, but it's not enough for them to beat Pakistan yet. Delight and celebrations all around. David Hemp, he'll be a happy guy. He wanted the youngsters to stand up, and that's exactly what the youngsters have been doing. Good dominating performance from the girls in green.
All smiles, and it was set up with that bowling performance earlier, but look at the batting card. 17 for Muniba Ali, once again got herself a start. Gulfiroza, another failure. Iram Javed looked good, but was in a bit of a hurry. Bisma Maroof steadied the ship, and Aisha Naseem, she really came to the fore with some sensational hitting. Excellent display of power hitting from her. Stand out with the bat.
Sri Lankans, the bowlers did all they could, but it wasn't just enough on the board. Three successful bowlers, Achini, Yoshandi and Inoka Ranavira, with 1 wicket each.
Pakistan didn't have a great deal to chase. Sri Lanka only made 102, but Pakistan's innings started off with Gulfiroza. And then this sensational partnership. Muniba once again losing her wicket, a soft dismissal. And Iram as well looked good, but was in a hurry. This partnership between Muniba and Aisha was the key. Look at this stroke play from Aisha. Straight down the ground, in the air first and then along the ground. Then similar lengths, she's been dispatching them to different areas. First wide of mid-on, then mid-wicket. Sealed the victory for Pakistan. All smiles. The girls in green were really the better side on the day.
Confirmation, Pakistan winning by 7 wickets. Sri Lanka barely managing to cross that 3-digit mark, scored 102. Some bits and pieces, Hasini scoring 35 and Harshita with 16. Nilakshi with 21. Tuba, Anam and Nida, the spinners grabbing 1 each. But Aisha Naseem's 45 not out and Bisma's steady 22 made sure Pakistan seals the series for them.
Well, we'll have a short break now, and we'll be right back with the presentation in just a short while.
Transgroup Women's T20 series between Pakistan and Sri Lanka. The second T20 international. Pakistan sealing the series, winning the toss. Sri Lanka managed to put 102. Hasini with 35, Nilaksha 21 and Harshita 16. The spinners grabbed one each. Tuba, Anam and Nida were the successors. Aisha Naseem's brilliant 45 not out and Bisma's steady 22 made sure Pakistan wins this match with 7 wickets. Let's go down to Ali Yunus, who has the presentation ready for us.
Thank you, guys. Another day, another comprehensive victory for Pakistan. This time, it's by 7 wickets. Before we continue for the presentation, I'd like to introduce the presentation party alongside me. Mr. Jagannath Abewarna, the Consul General for Sri Lanka. Ms. Aisha Asher, GM International Cricket Women Wing PCB. First of all, before we go to the awards, I would request Ms. Aisha Asher, who will present the shield to Mr. Jagat Abewarna. Yeah, the first award is the player of the match. For her brilliant 45 of 32 deliveries, it's Aisha Naseem. Mr. Jagat Abewarna will present her with the player of the match trophy. Aisha, बहुत मुबारक हो, बहुत शानदार इनिंग खेली. क्या किस प्लान से गई थी आप खेलने?
शुक्रिया मुबारकबाद देने के लिए. प्लान बस कोच ने यही दिया था कि सेंसिबल होके खेलना है, हर बॉल पे मारना नहीं है. और मैंने भी बाहर से यही प्लान किया हुआ था कि अकॉर्डिंग टू द सिचुएशन खेलना है. जैसे मैं जाते साथ ही मैंने चलाया नहीं और जो मेरी जो स्ट्रेंथ है उस बॉल का वेट कर रही थी.
कैप्टन बिस्मा मारूफ के साथ खेलना कितना हेल्पफुल रहा आपके लिए?
ऑब्वियसली वो सीनियर भी हैं और कैप्टन भी हैं, उन्होंने काफ़ी गाइड किया है. मैं मतलब जो भी कर रही थी उनसे पूछ के ही कर रही थी, उनका गो हेड था, फिर मैं कर रही थी.
बहुत अच्छा आगाज रहा है आपके करियर का, इसी तरह कंटिन्यू करेंगे आप?
जी जी बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
राइट, ऑल द बेस्ट.
थैंक यू.
Right, now it's time to call upon the losing captain from Sri Lanka, Chamari Athapathu, please. Tough luck. You won the toss again, batted first, didn't work out again.
Yeah, exactly. We planned 130 runs in this wicket, but the thing is I got out early and our batting lineup again struggled. The main thing, the Pakistan bowlers bowled really good areas and good line and length. So other thing, we played a lot of dot balls. So this T20 format, we have to score big boundaries and sixes rather than singles. So this is the thing, we lost this game.
So where do you think Pakistan won the game for them?
I think they batted really well, and especially they hit sixes and boundaries and some doubles and singles. So that's the plan. So I think they execute that plan very well. So they played good cricket today.
One more game to go in this series. What are your plans for that?
Yeah, we have good. We have very young playing unit in my team, so we have to play good cricket because we have Commonwealth Games next month. So we have to plan how to play T20 format in next couple of games.
Right. All the best for the next game.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now it's time to call upon the winning captain, Bisma Maroof from Pakistan. इसमें बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो, एक बार सीरीज़ भी आपने जीत ली और परफॉर्मेंस बहुत शानदार रही आपकी टीम की.
जी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, और यही था कि हम लोग सीरीज़ जीते और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अल्लाह ताला ने हम लोग को इज़्ज़त दी. आयशा ने बहुत ज़बरदस्त आज जिस तरह बैटिंग की, इट वाज ग्रेट टू वॉच.
यंगस्टर्स आपने 2 से 3 अब इंक्लूड किए हैं इस पाकिस्तान साइड में, कितनी खुश हैं उनकी परफॉर्मेंस से?
बिल्कुल, हम लोग यंगस्टर्स को बैक कर रहे हैं और हमारे पास अपॉर्चुनिटी कि हम लोग उनको दे सकते हैं इन मैचेस में. तो मेरे ख्याल से उन्होंने बड़े अच्छे तरीके से अवेल किया, जिसने पहले मैच में तूबा ने किया और इस मैच में आशा ने किया. आई होप वो इसी तरह से कंटिन्यू करते रहे और पाकिस्तान को जितवाएं.
2-0 सीरीज़ आप जीत चुके हैं, तो क्या हम एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं कि अगले मैच में कुछ चेंजेस होंगी टीम में?
जी बिल्कुल, हम लोग बैठेंगे और इसमें बात करेंगे, कोशिश ये करेंगे जो बेंच है उनको भी खिलाएं.
Right, all the best for the third game.
Thank you.
Right, that is all from down here. It's back to the commentary box.
2 T20 internationals have been done, 1 left. Sri Lanka would definitely be looking to avoid the whitewash. It's on 28th May. We'll join you then. Till then, it's bye-bye.
that's gone straight. Wicket for Nidadar. Oh, that's nicely driven. Wonderful shot.
और सजाई रास्ते का इंतखाब किया है, गेंद के नीचे आई है और फाइनली एक मरतबा फिर तूबा की मुस्कुराहट वापस।
It's in there. Oh, wonderful. What a catch that is.